Let's see if that worked. Alrighty then. I think that worked. Are we live? We could be live. This is America, isn't it? Isn't this America? This is still America, right? Are we live? And we are live. What is up with the Playboy? And then we got one more stream. Did it work? All right, we're checking that bad chicken. We are checking that bad chicken. Go live, go live, go live. There we are. What is going on out there in the land of the unfree America? This is not the land of the brave, the home of the free. This is not. This is land of the slave, home of the fee. That's exactly what this is. Am I wrong about that? Everything is to rip us off. Everything is to get our money. Everything is to try to find a way to take our money out of our pocket. Brother, I am working so hard on getting jacked. It's so strange. I'm hungry all the time because to get jacked when you're a little bit older than 19, you actually have to watch your diet more than anything else. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to show my buddy Brian's video today. This is Brian from Here's the Deal. He put this video out today, but Brian and I have this thing where neither one of us, it doesn't matter. Just cover it. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, let me just make this announcement here and now, okay? So if anybody wants, they can cover any of my videos anytime. Even the trolls, all my videos are open source. You guys are welcome to cover them. That's funny. Guy comes in my chat and says that I'm the silly man. I'm a silly man? You're going to see thousands and thousands of people show up here to listen to the silly man. But I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, you son of a bitch. Tell you what, Cletus. He had him up against the wall and he had him by the scruff of the neck. He was telling him he better shut his mouth. He's going to punch his lights out. Holy snarling snake shit. Rat Boy Ninja's in the chat. What's up with the Playboy? Instagrammers, can you do me a favor? Can you say OTVO, which stands for Overturn Terry versus Ohio? Put it in the chat for me. Overturn Terry versus Ohio. Free Pala. Pala. And then the rest of it is Stein. Listen, if you're a creator like I am, I'm a full-time civil rights activist, you have to be really careful what you say because the people who don't control the world, they will limit what you do. They will limit. Nobody's on Facebook. What the? Oh, there is. Anybody drop a comment? Can somebody on Facebook drop a comment so I know you're in the crowd? It says there's a couple dozen people on Facebook, but I don't see anybody talking on Facebook. I see plenty of people on Instagram. I see plenty of people on ScrewTube, on the ScrewTube Blue Line Transparency. What's up, Playboy? Got trifolds back in stock. Got plaques back in stock. Holy shit. Do you guys want to see the new trifold? Do you guys want to see the new fucking trifold? Let me show a little bit of Brian's video. This is Brian from Here's the Deal, everybody. This guy is a friend of mine. He's a great dude. Let me lock myself in. Let me lock it in. Lock it in. Let me lock it in right here real quick, okay? So this is my buddy Brian from Here's the Deal. This is his channel right here. You see where it says, Here's the Deal. That's his channel right there. Make sure you guys get over there and subscribe to his channel. He put this video out 7 hours ago. But his commentary, as I spit everywhere like a madman, his commentary on this fucking video, Chevy! No, I just saw his name, but no Chevy. God, Chevy. Have I let you down or something, brother? Did I let you down? Did I disappoint you somehow, Chevy? Where are you at, man? Are you just quitting YouTube? Are you just, come on, Chevy? Come on, brother. Okay, so I'm going to show just this one clip, and then we're going to go to the beginning of this video, and we're going to watch all of Brian's video. This is a badass video. Listen to what he says here.
Pull a car over.
By the way, I've got things to hide from cops. How about you? I don't want cops to know my business. I don't want them to know what property I have. I don't want them to know my name or get my ID. I got everything to hide from cops.
For a broken light.
Probably the best line I've ever heard by any video creator ever made. That line right there, I text Brian on the phone and said, I'm showing your video. He just put it out 7 hours ago. I'm going to show his whole video. We're going to watch this whole thing. The commentary on this video from Brian over at Here's the Deal is so fucking spot on. He fucking nails it. And I'm going to watch my F word, and I'm not going to curse out anybody in the crowd. So if you dirty trolls decide to try to trigger me, it ain't going to happen today, you motherfuckers. It ain't going to happen. I watched that video back yesterday. Them dumb trolls was in the chat, and they was going crazy on me talking all this shit. And I tell you what, I told a couple right off, I ain't going to do that today. Hell no. 2 DUIs, 6 years. Obstruction of the highway. Millman, Jeff, what's going on, Jeff Millman? Team DLZ in the chat. All right, we're going to go to the beginning of this video because this video is gold.
Professional and the guy late.
Yeah, that explains it all. I'm not one for ruining somebody's life all for a long, long time, but
what? You are for ruining lives for a shorter period of time? Hey, Sheriff Mark Lamb, what was your best reason for unconstitutionally pulling somebody over and executing tyranny on them?
broken license plate lamp was probably one of the best reasons to stop somebody.
Can you believe it? It totally aligns with that Las Vegas lieutenant that I interviewed about a month ago in Las Vegas, who said, if you don't stop at the stop bar, at the stop sign, over the line, mark it 0, we can pull you over.
It sounds like the biggest chicken crap reason to stop somebody.
Yeah, there's a reason it sounds like a chicken crap reason, Mark. That's because
it is.
It is
yes,
a chicken
Brian.
Crap reason.
Yes, Brian.
I just love former Pinal County Sheriff Mark Lamb. All right, that sounded a little bit weird. Let me see if I can explain. This Gestapo goon makes it easy to expose the unconstitutional, un-American, pro-tyranny, darkened heart, and evil intentions of today's American redcoat, thin blue line police force.
I mean, this video is the best commentary that I've heard on the internet this year. Rising tides with a $10 super chat. Lou, the people's bicep from FAPA.
Has nothing
Thanks,
to
Lou.
do with protecting freedom and everything to do with steamrolling over your unalienable rights. Here, I'll let Marky Mark set the stage for where we're going in this video.
Broken license plate lamp was probably one of the best reasons to stop somebody. It sounds like the biggest chicken crap reason to stop somebody.
You ever get pulled over for something stupid like
Such
forgetting
bullshit.
to turn your
Such
signal
bullshit.
on or activating it too late?
Nice,
And
Facebook.
wonder if the cop
Hello,
was
Facebook.
really after something else? Well,
Yeah.
that's a pretextual stop. And it's
Where does the pretextual stop come from? The 1996 case of Wren versus United States, WHREN. There, our unelected Supreme Court that's supposed to defend our civil liberties, they said that you could pretextually stop someone. You only had to have a minor traffic infraction. Like you could say they swerved a little bit, or they went over the fog line, or they didn't have their lights on when it was raining outside, or following too close, or didn't signal 100 feet prior, pulling them over because they don't have a seatbelt on, or their license plate light is too dim. That's called a pretextual stop. It was legalized in the 1996 case of Wren versus United States. Put it in the chat. WHREN versus United States, 1996. That's how cops can stop you over to just dig into your life, get you out of the car, put you in torture cuffs.
100% legal. But then legalizing oppression
CEO?
and tyranny under the guise of law and order is the favorite pastime of professional infringers like political parasites and opportunistic law enforcers. You
Right.
know the score. Badged buffoons like this use a minor violation as a legal smokescreen and cover story to obscure their real intention. And that's a pretty crappy, snaky, slimy thing to do to another human being.
I mean, is his commentary not getting perfect? Daniel Welch! That's Officer Daniel Welch, everybody in the chat. I'd like to introduce you, everybody, to Officer Daniel Welch with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Officer. Officer Welch is, and let me jump on screen here for a second. Officer Daniel Welch is one of those officers. He's in the chat right now. He's one of those cops who signed up to defend our constitutional rights. Daniel Welch in the chat is one of those cops who signed up to make his community safer and actually protect people's rights. So Daniel, shout out to you, my friend. Thanks for being in the chat. I appreciate you being here. Right on, Rising Tides. Let's get you on the show, brother.
But it's an easy thing to do if you happen to be a crappy, snaky, slimy individual. I mean, right,
Yeah.
Mark?
Yeah.
These charlatans are...
Yeah, and by the way, he's been accused of SA misconduct by some women. This guy right here has. Which, by the way, I think it's just... Yeah, it's a slippery slope because I do think we should investigate what is said about people. But as soon as people start to run for office, it's always, oh, he did this wrong in 1992.
predators, and you and I are the prey. They always wanted to be professional fishermen, casting that single line and hauling their prey into the boat. But then they understood that instead of casting a single line, they could become part of a larger uniformed crime syndicate that specializes in casting broad nets. And traffic laws provide that broad and expanding net that they're going to use to pry you away from your unalienable rights.
Put a 1 in the chat if he's spot on. If he is spot on, Barry Allen. Stacy, is he spot on? Joel, is he spot on? Donald Appleby, is he spot on? He's saying that cops use traffic infractions for a way to strip away your fundamental rights because the Supreme Court has created caveats in the law when you're driving a car that work against us. The Supreme Court. You, Supreme Court. You guys are dog shit.
Under the guise of protecting and serving those rights. And instead of boats, these guys use cruisers. And those cruisers don't traverse the waterways. Well, some of them do if you're fishing wildlife.
Oh, let's not talk about waterways and how your rights are gone on the water.
But these guys patrol the highways and byways. And they don't use knives to gut and fillet their prey. They use tasers for convenient roadside electrocution and barbecue. And instead of throwing us into an ice cooler, they use torture cuffs that were
not made for comfort.
Torture cuffs are always torture. Write it down. Torture cuffs are always torture. Put it in the chat for me, please.
And then there are the jailers who can't wait to put their grubby little gloved fingers into the bungholes of strangers, most of whom are innocent of any crime.
Officer Welch just put in the chat, that sheriff right there, this one right here, hired a deputy that was put on the Brady list twice. Thank you, Mr. Welch.
In this video, we're going to watch Mark show his thin blue line tyrannical colors within seconds of reviewing this police body cam footage. We'll start from the top and make some comments along the way.
And by the way, we're not watching this because of the action on the video. We're watching this because of Brian's commentary. I watched this today already. This is my second time watching it with you guys. I want you to hear what this gentleman has to say. If you are not subscribed, of the 600 people in this chat right now, if you are not subscribed to Here's the Deal on YouTube, get over there and subscribe to his channel. His commentary on this breakdown is so fucking good. It gives me goosebumps. Dan Hanlon with a $20 super chat. Listen, I'm going to give away 10 trifolds. I'm giving away 10 free trifolds on this live stream, so stick with me. As soon as this is over, I'll start the giveaway. Oh, I've got the new ones in. Let me show you the new ones.
You can point out the obvious tyranny.
Can I have another 43? Go ahead.
Why are you asking for another 43?
What's the problem?
I don't know. I'm just asking why you're asking for backup. Can I have an attorney or something? Is that what I need?
What's going on?
All right, everybody, welcome back. We got another video for you. This one comes from Body.
So Brian is covering this piece of sheriff who's covering a video. Thanks, Dan Hanlon, for the super chat. I appreciate it. God bless you. Javro with 5 gifted memberships. Holy shit. Man, Team DLZ coming through for your boy. As a matter of fact, let me match you, brother. Let me match you. Let me do it right now. Let me give 5. So I'm going to send out 5 memberships right now, 5 free memberships. I'm matching you, Javro. I'm matching you. I'm sending out 5 free memberships from me to you guys. Thanks for being on the channel.
Body cam files, and it is police know they're hiding something from them. I haven't seen it. Let's go.
Pull a car over.
By the way, I've got things to hide from cops. How about you? I don't want cops to know my business. I don't want them to know what property I have. I don't want them to know my name or get my ID. I got everything to hide from cops.
Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with this man. I have everything to hide from cops. I don't want you to know where I live. I don't want you to know my name. I don't want you to know my business. I don't want you to know who's in the car with me. I don't want you to look in my car. I have everything to hide from cops. Because you know the line, right? Well, if you have nothing to hide, then you should just let them search your car. No, you fucking bootlicker. Absolutely not. I don't want a cop knowing shit about me if he's investigating me. I don't want it.
Broken license plate light, but things quickly spiral.
A broken license plate light. There it is. Let me tell you something. As governor, I'm going to make it so you cannot be pulled over unless you're a danger to others on the road. We're going to end these bullshit pretextual stops in the state that I'm governor.
Oh,
Okay.
Wait a second.
Let's go.
Pull a car over.
Yeah, let's go ahead and start from the beginning. Listen to this very closely. This is crazy tyranny to me.
I'm so
For
sorry.
a broken license.
I should know better than to interrupt Brian because everything Brian says on this video is exactly what I'm going to say. So I'm just going to shut the fuck up and I'm going to let Brian take the lead here on this channel for right now.
Light, but things quickly spiral.
Okay. Broken license plate lamp was probably one of the best reasons to stop somebody. It sounds like the biggest chicken crap reason to stop somebody.
It is.
But I found more drugs, more crap.
Oh, really?
More people with warrants.
Oh, really?
Because of a license plate lamp that was busted or not working and not illuminating the license plate. So you can say what you want about it. It is one of the best stops. And at night, you can see it from a mile away that it's dark. You can see that they don't have a license plate lamp. So
It is the biggest chicken crap reason to violate somebody's rights, Mark, and you know it. It's a pretextual stop that you use as a smokescreen to legally infringe on somebody's Fourth Amendment right to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects. And he loves it. This is the best thing that he used to do to get people. Oh man, you might have drugs. You might have guns. Well, guess what? Having drugs is in concert with the Declaration of Independence, your right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And having guns is in concert with the Second Amendment, right to keep and bear arms, which shall not be infringed. But Mark admits here that he loves to be an infringer and he loves to use the tag light out excuse to invade your life and infringe on your rights.
Out of control when the
It's hard. I have to shut the fuck up and let Brian talk because he's saying everything that I'm going to say. As I was watching the video, I was talking out loud, and then Brian would say exactly what I just said out loud. And I was like, I just got to show this to the audience.
driver hands over a fake ID.
Nope, that's a problem too. You can't do that.
I'm Officer Lopez with Key West PD. The reason I stopped your vehicle, you have a tag light out.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't aware.
Is this your vehicle?
Yes, and I'm very sorry.
Okay. Do you have your driver's license,
That should
registration,
it.
and proof of insurance?
Oh my goodness.
That should be it. That should be it. If we're truly a society dedicated to freedom and liberty, when you pull her over and tell her, hey, you got a tag light out, that's it. Go get that fixed. Have a nice night, honey. But that's not what happens.
It's like, wait, officer, is this the land of the free, home of the brave? Well, yes.
What did I just say? Everything I say, he's going to say.
Yes, it is, young lady. Well, if I'm not free to travel down the road without you interfering with me because I have a tag light out, then this isn't land of the free. So you're going to let me on my way, right? Thanks for letting me know. I'll get that fixed. Goodbye. No, wait a second. The reason I need to see your ID now. I need that ID. Oh boy, do I need it.
This stuff is like kind of shoved in here in the back.
It's okay. Go ahead and get it.
My information or whatever, and I can try and look for it.
It's okay. Go ahead and make yourself insecure in your person.
Do you
But I
have
don't wanna-
at least your registration or something with your name on?
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Okay.
just a tag light out. That's it.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Is it possible to just give me a warning? I don't know.
No, I still have to run the driver, the registration.
No, we're past that point. I've already stopped you. It's on body cam. I'm committed. Yeah, I can't exercise that discretion you always hear
Right.
about. Of course you
Right.
can, officer.
Right.
All right, have a good night. Just go ahead and get that fixed. I don't need to ask you any further questions, and I don't want to see your ID because I swore to protect and defend your privacy. As a matter of fact, I don't even think you should have tags or registration. You should just be free to travel. You know what? I don't even know why I pulled you over, ma'am. Have a good night.
And I have to see insurance information.
Okay.
How spot on is this motherfucker? How spot on is this guy, huh? How spot on is he? Oh, by the way, here's the new trifold. Team DLZ, you guys haven't seen it. Here's the new trifold. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Look at that bad chicken. Look at that. Look how cool that is. All the cases are now separated. They're all in boxes. I'll read this. I'm giving away 10 of these. I'm giving away 10 of these. Now the words are all bigger when you get pulled over. Don't ask me where I'm coming from, where I'm going. I invoke the fifth. It says right here, I invoke the fifth. You can't see it because it's in yellow and I got a green screen. The new trifold is badass. You get it on DeleteLawz.com. I give you 2 for the price of 1. So this is fucking amazing. I'm so stoked. Rami's in the chat.
Can you give me a second, maybe, perhaps? Like,
Yes. Is there any weapon in the vehicle?
Look how he's on top of her, flashlight in her face. Are there any weapons in here? Like, I'm scared.
Come on. You think I would ever do anything?
7-3. Can I have another 43? Go ahead.
Why are you asking for another 43?
What's the problem?
I don't know. I'm just asking why you're asking for backup.
What is a business of yours? Why we're asking for another 43?
Look at that. This guy loves being a tyrant. He loves to oppress people. He loves to approach people and knowing that he's the most powerful person in that zone right here. You will respect my authority. What business is it of yours what the road pirates do it? The road pirate is the king of the road. We are the end all and be all, and you will respect our authority. And you don't dare ask me a question because you're my servant and I'm the master. I'm the thin blue line master. Mark loves this crap.
The guy with the passenger seat is like, oh, no, this is not going well. You always know when they sit there and they just look forward and they're so quiet, there's a problem. They're hiding something, like the title says. And then somebody's in the backseat too, right?
Can I have a...
So hold on. Let me jump in because Brian didn't say this. So if you sit there and look forward and just don't interrupt and mind your own fucking business, then you're hiding something? So you should look at the cop and say, hey, what's going on? Why are you pulling her over? I mean, listen to the logic of the cop. Listen to the logic of this pig right here.
Blue line master. Mark loves this crap.
Listen to his shit right here.
The guy with the passenger seat is like, oh, no.
So the guy sitting there in the passenger seat, because he knows the 2009 case of Arizona versus Johnson says that the cop can order the passenger out of the car right there. The cop can order the passenger out of the car. So the guy in the passenger seat, because he has the trifold, he knows this dirty pig can make me get out of the car, and he can put me in torture cuffs and put me in a cage in a car and not charge me with any crimes. He can just completely violate me. So the guy in the passenger seat who watches my channel is like, oh shit, I'm now under the Terry policies because she got pulled over. That's why he's going, oh shit, I got a pig at the window.
No, this is not going well. You always know when they sit there and they
You always know when what?
just look forward and they're so quiet.
When they just look forward and they're quiet and being respectful and quiet? They're what? If you sit there and you're quiet and respectful, what?
There's a problem.
There's a problem if you sit there. So next time I get pulled over, I'm the passenger. I'm going to say, I watched this sheriff, Mark, sit there and say how if I sit here and I'm quiet and looking forward, then I'm suspicious. So I just want to tell you, cop, hey, go f- yourself. I want to make sure you don't think I'm suspicious. So here's how I really am. F- you. I don't want you to think I'm suspicious. So eat my fucking shorts.
They're hiding something, like
I'm hiding something.
the title says. And then somebody's in the backseat too, right?
Can I have an attorney or something? Is that what I need?
Mark doesn't want you hiding things. Mark wants you to be transparent to the government, but doesn't want the government to be transparent to the people.
going on. I need your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance.
I understand.
And I need identification for the passengers as well. Okay?
Okay. Just to give me a ticket for the tag light.
I'm not saying.
You want the ID of the passenger? And Mark's okay with this too?
And I'm giving you a ticket.
Oh, okay. Do you mind like not shoving the light in my face? Because
Is that better?
yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. You just seem a little aggressive. So.
I'm not being
Look what she's
aggressive.
doing.
You are questioning everything I'm asking you.
Look what she's doing. She's reaching over into a dark hole. What happens if you're poor and white or black or brown? Don't reach around. All of your your license, registration, everything goes up in your fucking visor. Put it in the chat. Everything goes in your fucking visor. And then your phone is in your other hand. When the cop comes up, you got your license, registration ready to go. Right there. I don't have to reach into a dark hole where the cop can say, oh, I thought he was reaching for a firearm. Do you see? And now Brian's commentary on this is spot on again. Spot on again.
Being aggressive, I'm just an armed man who's interfered with your right to be free, and there's nothing you can do about it. Don't you dare run from me, because I'll call the helicopters, I'll call the dogs, and I'll call my other thin blue line buddies, and we will hunt you down to the ends of the earth. But hey, I'm not being aggressive.
No, I'm just making sure that there was no violation.
Right, Sarah Page?
I just got this car not too long ago. The insurance.
Okay, see? How hard was that? You're over here telling people it's shoved in the back. It was right in the glove box from the start. But you were playing games.
Go. What else do you need?
What? God, I hate this pig, man.
Your driver's license.
Okay, so did you see me just cringe? Did you see me cringe? Now watch Brian.
Not too long ago. The insurance.
Okay, see? How hard was that? You're over here telling people it's shoved in the back. It was right in the glove box from the start. But you were playing games.
Go. What else do you need?
Your driver's license.
And that's it?
Registration and proof of insurance. What you gave me was the title.
Okay. I wasn't expecting this to happen, so.
Okay, it happens. It's fine.
Here's this. I don't know if this is one of the registrations.
Okay, at this point, step out because I don't know why you have in that bag and I don't like this, okay?
Okay,
So before Brian says exactly what I'm thinking, let me tell you what I'm thinking is that you should have your stuff together. You should have your license, your registration, and proof of insurance on a laminated fucking card. Because look, the cop is unhappy she has to look for her things. You pulled me over at the tip of a gun for no fucking reason. You're saying my license plate tag is too low or out. You fucking pig. And now he's impatient with her because she has to look for her stuff. And now he's telling her to get out of the car. And why is he telling her to get out of the car? Because her shit is not put together. Now let's listen to Brian say almost...
So far, no crime has been committed by the people in this car. The only crime that has been committed from the perspective of the Bill of Rights, from the perspective of the Declaration of Independence, from the perspective of the Constitution, the only crime that's being committed right now is being done by the law enforcement agent.
Hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Who's subscribed? Hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel right now. Put in the comment section right now, Team DLZ. We are so on top of it. Yes, you do need a driver's license, Chris Davey. Yes, you do. And if you don't, I'll be covering your video when they put you in torture cuffs and drag you off to a dungeon. Don't tell people they don't need a driver's license because in these United States currently, you do. And if you don't, they're going to arrest you, Chris Davey. They're going to arrest you, dude. Do I think the driver's license is a scam? Yes, I do. If you don't have one, they're going to fucking put you in chains, dog. My buddy Power Inherent to the People, he'll show you all the wins he gets in court. But before he gets the win, they put him in chains and drag him down to a dungeon and impound his car.
For my safety and your safety, get your hands out of the bag, okay? Step out.
There we go. There we go. Okay.
Please come this way. Please stay right here.
What tag light is out?
Your tag light. You don't see it?
No.
I'm sorry. I just bought this car.
He's talking about the tag light. the light that goes on your license plate. He's saying that that light is out. That's why he pulled her over. So it's fucking bullshit. For some bullshit. So he could get her out of the car.
Okay, the tag light is out. You are required to have your registration illuminated, and it has to be visible at least 50 feet away on the road.
Okay.
That's petty, pathetic, cowardly, and tyrannical.
Sorry.
Do you have any questions?
No, not
Okay.
whatsoever, no.
So I have your license.
And I just...
Part of the reason you pull them out too is with multiple people that are acting shady in the car. Now you can start to
Wait a minute. Multiple people acting shady. His definition of shady just now is the guy was looking forward and being quiet. That's what he just said.
ask them questions at the car, her questions back here. You start to put stories together whether or not things are on the up and up.
The title.
You start to put stories together. Mark is showing us right here why you never talk to police. Keep silent. Invoke your right to be silent and then stick with that.
And I apologize.
And your insurance information.
Yes, and I am sorry.
What is your name again? What is your name?
Did I say Brian's commentary was spot on through the whole video? What does Brian say right here, y'all? What is he going to say right here? What does Brian say right here?
Keep silent. Invoke your right to be silent and then stick with that. Mark is showing us right here why you never talk to police. Keep silent. Invoke your right to be silent and then stick with that.
There it is. So let me give an announcement here. I'm going to give away 10 trifolds. Right now, I need delete Lawz sales at Gmail. Moderators, put this in the chat. It's delete Lawz sales at gmail.com. That's the email address I want you to send me your full shipping address, first name, last name, and your username on YouTube or on Instagram, okay? And I want you to send it to delete Lawz sales at gmail.com. And I'm going to give away 10 trifolds.
I apologize.
And your insurance information.
Yes, and I am sorry.
What is your name again? What is your name?
You have my information right
What
here.
is your name?
Uh,
What is it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that your first name?
That's right here.
I'm asking you, your name. You don't know your name?
Of course I do.
Listen, whatever you have going on, can you have them step out, please?
Everybody's getting hemmed up because they were being quiet and respectful. Delete Lawz sales at gmail.com with a Z. Delete Lawz with a Z sales at gmail.com. First name, last name. Put your address like you're going to put it on an envelope so I can copy and paste it and put it on an envelope and send you a free trifold.
Why are you lying to me?
There it is, Liberty Lane.
Like I said, I can get an attorney.
Because that's my policy, officer. I'm going to lie to you. You're going to lie to me. And we're going to be completely dishonest with each other because neither of us respects the other one.
If there's an issue with this,
I don't understand why you are asking for an attorney. Why are you giving me a false name?
I didn't give you a false name.
So why are you giving me somebody's ID right now?
Oh, it must
Why
have been
are you
somebody
giving me
else's.
somebody's ID? I asked for your driver's license, not this person's driver's license. I don't know who this person is.
Okay.
Why are you lying?
She never lied.
I'm not lying. I'm giving you all of my information. If I somehow grab the wrong thing, I can go get the other one. I told you it was put in the back, and I just bought this vehicle a couple of days ago.
So
She
there's
never
no
lied.
misunderstanding.
So now they've taken all three people out of the car. And this is, you especially don't want to talk when they've separated you because now they're going to get a different story. If they find that you've lied to police, then they're going to slap another obstruction charge. You're obstructing justice here by not being honest with us. So you can catch a whole lot more charges by yapping, you're flapping your gums than you can by closing your jaw.
I want you to write down your first name.
Did you hear what Brian just said? Did you hear what he just said? If you shut the fuck up, you have a lot better chance. What's it say right here? You can't see it because it's in yellow now. It says, I invoke the Fifth. The Fifth Amendment plaque made out of acrylic starts right at the top right here. It says, I invoke the Fifth. Your Fifth Amendment cop cards right at the top says, I invoke the Fifth. And Brian from Here's the Deal, who's been a known activist for 13 years, who didn't know about my trifold or my plaque or my cop cards is sitting here telling you to shut your fucking mouth. He's sitting here telling you to shut up. Go to DeleteLawz.com. You can get a trifold. You buy one, I'll give you two. You buy two, I'll give you three. If you buy a plaque, I'll give you cop cards with it for free. If you buy cop cards, I'll give you 2 pair instead of 1.
Middle name, last name, and date of birth on this piece of paper.
Well, I don't want to write it here because this is my insurance.
You can write it on the back.
I can just give it to you.
She doesn't want to write on her own insurance, and so she tells him no.
Back.
Okay, sure. No problem.
First name.
I got you, Alex.
Last name. Do you have a middle name?
I do not.
Okay. Is there any reason why your license will be suspended?
No.
Should be valid and clear.
Of course.
Okay.
However, you understand that I did request, right, an attorney because I know my...
Well, this is not a time where you get to have an attorney. And if you knew your rights, yeah, if you get arrested, you have the right to have an attorney present with you prior to questioning or to be with you if you so desire.
rights.
This guy is a frickin'
He's going to say it for me.
joke wearing a cowboy hat. You always have the right to be silent. You always have the right to representation, not at certain times, not in certain locations. And the cops are doing nothing but trampling rights right here. Mark is all for this.
Green
You
question.
requested an
I don't even need to talk. I can just let Brian talk.
attorney for
Well,
what?
I don't know what you're trying to do.
I told you the reason of the stop.
I know. You can give me a warning and... we
You
can
don't
go
tell
on.
me what I have to do with this
Of course
traffic
not.
stop, okay?
Of course not.
I can give you...
You don't tell me what I can do at my traffic stop. I know I claimed to be a public servant, but I'm actually
An
public
immigrant.
master, and you're going to obey me. You're my servant.
a citation. I can
Oh, these two are like oil and water. These two are not connecting very well right now.
give you a warning. I can give
No, because the cop's being a fucking dick.
you a written warning,
Of course.
okay?
It's amazing to me that this guy, I mean, Mark Lamb is such a buffoon. He has almost 300,000 views on this video in a day. That just goes to show you how much his audience loves him and how deep we are in trouble in America, where people are advocating for and supporting these tyrants.
You're the boss of this street.
Let him talk. Let him talk. I got you just a chill pancake. I saw your stupid comment. One of my mods kicked your ass, but I brought you right back. Just a chill pancake. Yeah, I'm watching so let me give the breakdown for you. Just a chill pancake. Secret Asian man's in the chat. This is my buddy Brian, who's breaking down the video of Sheriff Mark, who's breaking down a video. So yes, it's a video and a video and a video. Just a chill pancake.
Absolutely.
And all 2,000 of you in the chat right now, the name of the channel is Here's the Deal. There's 2,000 people here. All 2,000 of you should be subscribed to Here's the Deal over on YouTube. This man is a patriot, and he's pointing out the injustices in this country.
Damn, y'all brought a bunch of people out for a tag light.
For your safety and my safety, that's why we have these officers here.
We have my armed buddies for your safety. What a freaking lie.
They were going through your bag. I don't know what you have in your bag.
Poppy,
When
my
I'm
purse.
trying to use my flashlight
You wouldn't care what was in my bag if you didn't pull me over, if you didn't provoke a response, if you didn't interfere with my rights.
to have eyes on you, you have a problem with that.
Oh, of course I don't. I just can't see at night when you flash in my eye. That's it.
Where's that license that you are talking about?
I can go grab it.
Where is that license?
I don't want you to grab it. I can grab it. You have nothing to worry about. I'm just gonna grab an ID for you and my social security card. It's gonna be in the same pocket that I found the other one.
Stand by. She doesn't have a middle name. They are asking for a social because your name is not returning.
I understand. I can give you my social. I don't have it memorized.
You don't know your social?
No.
Let's
Do not give cops your social security number.
try this one more time. What's your real name?
That's my.
I'm giving you a second chance.
Do you hear that click, click? Do you hear that? And you can barely see. Let me zoom in for you guys, okay? This is what Terry versus Ohio allows police to do. Right there. Do you hear the click, click, and the clack, clack? He's putting people in torture cuffs who are in the car. Because Terry versus Ohio allows cops to detain you for their safety. So now her passengers and her are going in torture cuffs. Even though no one has committed a crime. He pulled them over for a license plate light being dim. Let me read some names real quick. Let me read some names here. Okay, I've got like, holy shit, I got way too many. All right, stop on the, give me a second here. I got Ralph G. Ralph G in Maryland. Ralph G in Maryland. Are you in the chat, Ralph G? Ralph G in Maryland. I'm giving you a free trifold. There it is, Ralph. Ralph, what this is a way to, you say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. You can see it because it's in yellow. Sorry about that. And then here's all the rules that the cops are going to do to you when you get pulled over. Those are all, memorize all this trifold, okay? The exact same information is on the Fifth Amendment plaque. It's just a step up. It costs a little bit more for me to make and ship, but it's made out of acrylic. And when you get it, you got to peel the sticker off. There's kind of a see-through sticker. You got to peel the sticker off when you get it, okay? I'm going to give one to Ralph. Someone's got to go to the website and buy one so I can give 9 more away, all right? Delete Lawz, DeleteLawz.com with the Z. If you buy one, I'll give you 2, all right? Ralph, you're first.
I'm telling you the truth. That's my name,
So,
Yes.
okay. All right.
They are secret
So now
agent
you
man.
are under arrest, okay?
Why
What? What?
She gave me a fake name on the registration. I believe this is her. Look at this picture. I think that's her. Yeah, I found her. Expired DL gave me a fake name and has a unextraditable.
If she just said, hey, this is who I am, she has a warrant Unextraditable, which means they're not going to extradite her into the other county or whatever she has her warrant at or jurisdiction. Her driver's license is not valid. And now
if you just tell the truth to the cops, they're not going to put you in jail, right?
she's going to catch a charge for false reporting to law enforcement or obstruction, whatever they would charge in this case.
If she just did this, if she just did that, if she just complied, is what Mark Lamb's saying, she wouldn't have got in as much trouble. How about if the cop was just a rights protector? He never would have pulled her over and interfered with her in the first place. He would have been about the business of stamping out real crime, not creating criminals of innocent people.
Exactly correct. Exactly correct. So spot on, Brian. Every word this guy says during this stream is fucking perfect.
That came out of the trunk, right? It says L374. Baggies hidden.
Now they're just going through these people's stuff like the redcoats did to the colonists.
Package and
Mark loves this. He loves it.
pills, weed in this bag. There was a hidden compartment in the driver's side. Oh shit! Yeah. Oh, more.
They're acting like they found a dead body in the vehicle. Mark's acting like this.
Oh boy.
Rip City.
Boy, we got us a dead body. Oh my God. Evidence that real victims were created by these vermin. We got to take them down because they committed real crime. No, they haven't. No, they haven't. They're in possession of something the political parasites said you shouldn't be in possession of. And the law enforcers, because they're order-following conformists, doing what they're told regardless of what is right, are going to enforce those political parasitic laws. Whereas if the political parasites never made these laws, the
Right now, make sure everybody's subscribed.
law enforcers wouldn't even be giving you a hassle about it. But because they're conformists and not moralists, doing what is right regardless of what they're told, they're just going to put their conscience on a shelf and they're going to enforce those laws no matter who they hurt in the process, because this is law and order, boy.
It's not full of evidence.
A box full of evidence. Contraband. Illegal things.
Illegal because our parasitic political class said they're illegal, and we're just going to go along with it because we don't have critical thinking skills.
More weed.
So what?
A lot.
Who cares?
Right.
Chris Boudreau.
Stand up. Everybody's making everything up here, right? Yeah. Maybe don't give a fake name next time. You can turn around. Just lean up against the car. Okay. You were
Don't talk, dude. Don't talk. Don't talk.
and the front passing.
Let me give away a trifold that says don't talk, and I'll tell you why I'm giving one away. Because a man in the chat right now who goes by Chris Boudreau, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. They unsubscribe you. Make sure you're subscribed, okay? Even if we don't get along, who cares? Subscribe so we can have these fights, I'll fight you right now. Anyway, Chris Boudreau just went and bought a trifold. I'm going to send you 2, Chris. Who in the chat needs a trifold for free? Who doesn't have the $25? Don't you email me for a free trifold if you got $25. If you got $25, you buy your own, and I'm going to give you 2. But don't ask me for a free trifold because people in this chat who don't have $25. Who in the chat needs a free trifold? Who in the chat right now? Toast Shaman, email me right now, DeleteLawzSales@gmail. It's pinned in the comments. It's DeleteLawzSales. I'll put it here on Instagram as well. DeleteLawzSales@gmail.com. And I'll pin that comment on Instagram here as well. Pin the comment. There it is. It's pinned now. All right. If you want to get a trifold, you can go to DeleteLawz.com and you can get it. Trifolds are here. Okay. And let me give away a free one right now because I said that I would. Chris Boudreau, I'm sending you 2 in my inbox right now on right there. Do I have Jonah? Is it Jonah H? I'm sorry, it's Isaiah. Isaiah in Colorado. Isaiah in Colorado just emailed me. Isaiah, I'm giving you a free trifold. Are you in the chat, Isaiah? This is a free trifold for you. Okay? Follow it exactly. Invoke your 5th Amendment. I'm sorry you can't see it because it's in yellow, but it says I invoke the 5th. And then follow this. Don't ask me where I'm coming from. Don't ask me where I'm going. Don't ask me where I've been. Don't ask me if I have a gun. I'll take no tests, no searches or seizures. Use the address on my ID. Thank you, Chris Boudreau, for being a purchaser. I appreciate that, brother. Now I can give some away.
Passenger seat. Obviously, you know what we found on the front passenger side. Okay, so
obviously you found something that made her a criminal?
There's a white rock located on where you were seated, and not only that, but a bunch of pills in the same area where you were.
Test right now. I'm in the consortium. I'm an offshore fisherman. There's a mahi on my leg.
So you don't have anything else? You don't have anything?
Oh, guys, there's a mahi on his leg. So, yeah, that explains it all. He asked him about the white rock and he asked him about the pills. And he's like, I'm an offshore fisherman. There's a mahi tattooed on my leg. What does that have to do? That doesn't make any sense.
This sheriff doesn't make any sense. He's making fun of somebody who's getting victimized in the name of protection and service. It's the protection and service racket.
If you want to do drugs, you can do all the drugs you want as far as I'm concerned. Don't be behind the wheel of a car. Don't do it in front of kids. Go to a safe place. I don't give a shit if you do drugs. I care if you steal, if you beat, if you hurt, if you rob, if you take someone else's rights away from them. I got another free trifold to give away. What's up, Playboy? Wes R. in Arizona. Let me announce the free trifold in 1 second.
There right now.
Absolutely.
I'm just talking to you to see, you know, what can I do for you right now? Like, you need me more than I need you. Honestly, I can just go to jail with you, and I'll be having breakfast by the end of the day. You, I don't know. I can't say that. This is your time, your chance to talk to me. When he turned on his license or anything said.
Basically what he's saying is this is your chance to be able to eat breakfast with your family, to sleep in your own bed tonight. Now you need to tell me what I want to hear in order for me to make that happen. I have your fate is in my law enforcement hands.
That's exactly correct. Wes R. in Arizona ordered a plaque. Hey, Wes, I'm not just sending you a plaque out, brother. I'm sending you a plaque. And I'm giving you a pair of cop cards for free. I'm giving you a pair of cop cards for free with your plaque, Wes. Thanks for ordering. I said I'd give away 10 free trifolds. The next person on the list is going to be, Rich, there's no shipping address. Rich 99, no shipping address, can't ship to you. There's no shipping address from Chris F. Do I got Charlotte here? Charlotte, can you put the address? Do it again, Charlotte. Send it to me. Put your shipping address so I can copy and paste it. Okay. I can't do that. I got to give a free one away here. Here it is. Derek C. in Missouri. I'm giving you a free trifold right now. Got you, dude. You're getting a free trifold in the mail.
Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Thank you, Leo.
I was looking in the mirror. She turned in here, and I was like...
It took a while. She didn't stop.
She was freaking out.
It's like if I hopped in a car, I look at the seat, I look down on the floor, and if there's something there, I'm going to be like, hey, man.
Thank you, Nacho.
Your water bottle. Hey, man, where do you want me to put this? And I looked at the bag with the rock. It's a pretty good-sized rock. Like, it's not going to go unnoticed. And then the bag of pills is also not going to go unnoticed.
It's probably the 5th time I've ever seen her since I've lived with her.
We're trying to understand the whole picture here because how can you sit there and not see that? Obviously, it was in your area where you were seated, you know?
By the way, if it's in his immediate control, he's going to get charged with it. Whether it was hers, whether it was in her car or not,
He's only going to
get charged.
He's only going to get charged if the cop is a tyrant, Mark. And of course, the cop is a tyrant, and you're a tyrant, and you would charge. In other words, you would push down and oppress an innocent person who has not created a victim.
Charged with it.
Okay, so Mark's wrong. Mark's wrong. He's a sheriff. He's an elected sheriff. And what he said just now is incorrect data. Okay? Let me show you what he said, and I'll explain to you why he's wrong and he's lying.
Can you sit there and not see that? Obviously, it was in your area where you were seated, you know?
By the way, if it's in his immediate control, he's going to get charged with it.
Wrong, you dumb pig. The 2003 case of Maryland versus Pringle is specific that it says if there's contraband found in the car and nobody claims it, it's probable cause to arrest everybody in the car, Mark, you dumb fucking pig. You dumb piece of shit. You just gave your audience the wrong information, you dumb. If someone in the car doesn't claim the contraband, could be a gun, could be powder, could be pills, whatever it is, could be a joint. So if you have teenage kids and you're driving the car and you're a mom or dad and they find a joint in the back of the car and you're out with your husband and you got another couple with you, you guys are actually having a movie night out away from the kids, you get pulled over, cop says, can I search your car? You're like, I got nothing to hide, so go ahead, officer. And they find a needle joint in the back of your car. One of your son's kids left it in there. If all 4 occupants, mom, dad, and the friends of theirs, one of them doesn't claim that joint, all 4 of you are going to jail. Maryland versus Pringle, 2003. Fact check me. Mark's a fucking doofus, and he's wrong.
Whether it was hers, whether it was in her car or not,
he's only going to
get charged.
He's only going to get charged if the cop is a tyrant, Mark. And of course, the cop is a tyrant, and you're a tyrant, and you would charge. In other words, you would push down and oppress an innocent person who has not created a victim.
Exactly correct. Giving away another trifold right now. Let me make the announcement. Bradford in California. Bradford in California just ordered a trifold. So Bradford, what I'm going to do is keep my word. I'm going to give away another free trifold because Bradford just bought one. Thank you, Bradford. I appreciate it. And this one's going to go to, I believe it's James J. James J. in Illinois. James J. Are you in the chat, James J? You can identify yourself if you want to. James J. in Illinois, and the keyword is Johnson. Got you. Thank you. I appreciate you, Bradford, for ordering a trifold. I'm going to give you 2 trifolds, Mr. Bradford, and I'm going to send one to James J. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you.
With it, or he's going to get charged. It was within his immediate control.
It doesn't matter whose control the contraband is in. It doesn't matter if it's in the glove box, underneath your seat, underneath his seat, underneath her seat. 2003 Maryland versus Pringle says that if they find contraband in the car, be it a gun or drugs or any other contraband, they can arrest everybody in the car if someone in that car doesn't claim that contraband. So this dumb sheriff has no idea what he's saying.
I was in the car.
So annoying.
You knew they were going to get a bag.
I didn't know.
And you are not explaining yourself. You're not being completely honest.
Dumb shit.
Again, I'm just putting this out there for you to start thinking and see what you want to do to help yourself.
You guys, do not put your address in the chat. There's 2,000 people in the chat. Do not put your address in the chat. Do not put your address in the chat.
So she could stay. And they said we pulled in. They walked to the door. There's a closed down right there. I got out the piss.
Right?
got back in the car. She's thinking, I don't know, you guys had somebody pulled over by Kmart or whatever. She went through the Kmart parking lot and back out, and that's...
I noticed that.
And then lights came on, and I was like, oh shit. I thought she was going right, and then she cut across and pulled in here.
All right. The officer, when was searching the vehicle, they found narcotics in the area where you were seated. Which
Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck if they found narcotics? Take the chemicals, put them under your boot, stomp on them. It's over. Leave people alone. If they got this much of a drug, stomp on it with your boot and say, go home.
you can be charged with. Is there anything that you want to talk to me about those narcotics?
No.
I know of.
No, because I watched Chille's show. He gives away his cop cards. He gives away trifolds. He has Fifth Amendment cop cards. He's got Fifth Amendment trifolds. He's got a Fifth Amendment plaque. And I've learned if you're investigating me, I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do.
I'm not aware about the narcotics.
You were not aware of anything.
I'm not.
Why are you talking to him?
How do you know the driver?
She's my girlfriend.
For how long?
I gotta say about like maybe 4 or 5.
Why?
I know of. I'm not aware about the narcotics.
You were not aware of anything.
I'm not.
How do you know the driver?
She's my girlfriend.
For how long?
I gotta say about like maybe 4 or 5 months.
So it's his girlfriend, but he's sitting in the back seat. The other dude's sitting in the front seat.
So you have been in that.
Oh, so that's suspicious. Look. Look at what suspicion to cops is. And why is that? Because Terry versus Ohio allows the police to put you in cuffs based on reasonable articulable suspicion. So if you say I'm her boyfriend, but you're sitting in the back seat, well, then that's suspicious. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? That's suspicious? Maybe I like to ride in the back seat. Maybe my friend's in from Colorado and we're in LA and I want him to be able to see West Hollywood Boulevard. I want him to be able to see Santa Monica. Me sitting in the back seat as my girlfriend drives is not suspicious. But if you talk to cops, they're going to see anything you say is suspicious. You heard him a second ago. This dirty pig right here said the guy was sitting in the passenger seat looking forward real quiet. That's suspicious. Well, then what's not suspicious? It's a scam. Terry versus Ohio. I got another order. I got another free trifold to give away. I got another one.
Car before.
Yes.
Tonight was not the first time.
No.
So you are aware of the narcotics in this vehicle.
No. Never knew about that.
So you have been dating this woman for almost 5 months and you have no idea that she is in possession. And in this vehicle, we have a lot of narcotics.
No clue. I have no idea about it.
Okay. All right. I was just trying to give you the opportunity to help yourself, but you're not willing to cooperate, so.
Well, how about this, officer? I'm giving you an opportunity to be an actual hero, to be an actual protector and servant of the people, to be somebody who's actually going to protect my rights and support my rights and let me just be on my way unmolested. I'm giving you the opportunity. The ball's in your court. What are you going to do?
It is what it is. She's technically denying everything, which is pretty much she's throwing you and him under the bus. Because
She's not going to come over here and say it was all you guys.
she's already denying about everything.
They're pitting everybody against each other, but she did deny it. And
Yeah, the cops are pitting everybody against each other. Imagine that. How about freedom and goodwill and being kind and compassionate to one another, being basic human beings, doing the right thing? Instead, these cops try to lie. They try to set traps. They try to hem you up, all in the name of protecting and serving you.
they're the ones that are in immediate control of it. So they're screwed. She kind of screwed, but not as screwed as they are.
So that's
But they
And for
wouldn't be screwed, Mark, if the cops
if
just
it wasn't for the
honored
cops.
their oath.
If it
what I
wasn't
was
for the
saying.
cops. So they're screwed because of the cops. I got another order and I got to keep my word here. So this is going to be Chris D in Colorado. You're welcome to identify yourself if you want, Chris D in Colorado. And let me give away another free trifold because somebody ordered one. So James was the last one. And now I'm looking at a gentleman by the name of, I'm going to mess up your name, Jalal H in South Carolina. You won, bro. I literally have 200 emails, so I'm just picking random emails here. I have 200 emails. Jalal H in South Carolina, you're getting a free trifold, brother. And to Chris D, I'm sending you not one trifold, dude. Not one. I'm sending you 2, bro, so you can give one away to a friend or put it in your other car. If you want a trifold, go to my website, DeleteLawz.com. It's $25. I give you 2. Are the cops hiding on the side of the road to pull you over? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Prepare yourself. I can give you a trifold, and I by the way, we gave away a lot, right? But I can't do this for you. Get your license, registration, proof of insurance. Get your shit together. This cop freaked out on her because she didn't have her registration. Okay? You guys hit the like button on YouTube. Everybody hit the like button on YouTube if you would, please. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel. They unsubscribe our people all the time.
When we are going to the jail, so just so you know, if they find anything on you that I didn't, you'll be charged with that, okay?
Okay.
All right? Watch your head.
There's nothing
Oh,
illegal
you got
there.
kicked out?
And then
I'm so
that's
sorry,
it.
bro.
I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I know.
The search revealed 80.4 grams of marijuana, 121.2 grams of THC edibles, 9.8 grams of psilocybin mushrooms, and approximately 1.6 grams of cocaine in various forms.
Dang, they had a whole bunch.
Okay, so let me break it down for you guys because I live in Hollywood, California, and I'm no rookie, okay? I don't do any chemicals anymore. I take hair follicle tests. So you dirty pigs, if you try to arrest me when I travel across the country and say I was on methamphetamines, I have hair follicle tests over the past almost 2 years. So don't try it, you dirty fucking pigs, okay? I take hair follicle tests for this reason. Okay, so here it is. 80.4 grams of Mary Jane, okay? So a bag of weed. It's a bag of weed. THC edibles, 121 grams, so another bag. 9.8 grams of mushrooms. If you haven't read about the psilocybin, Brian Johnson, the guy who wants to live forever, just got diagnosed with stomach cancer. He just did a test on psilocybin. You know what they found out? It's really good for your brain if it's done properly. Did you know that? And then 1.8 G's of blow, that's one night with you and a friend or two. That's how much that is. That's not enough. See how they have multiple baggies there as though these are drug dealers? 1.8 grams of blow is enough for one evening with you and a couple friends. I'm not saying I know from experience. I'm saying I know because I know. So, but they put it in multiple baggies, like 1.8 grams is like this much. 1.8 grams is about that much. That's how much 1.8 grams of blow is. That's it. But the cops, this dirty pig right here, he made a graphic to be like, look at all the drugs they have. Nah, that's enough weed for a month. That's enough edibles for a week or two. That's enough right there. You got to do about a gram of psilocybin. So this is about 1 or 2 nights for you and a couple friends, and this is enough for one night. So these guys are not drug dealers. These people use recreational drugs, which I live in Hollywood. Okay. Lots of people use drugs recreational. Pretty normal.
Oh, they had a whole
Of marijuana, 121.2 grams of THC edibles, 9.8 grams of psilocybin mushrooms, and approximately 1.6 grams of cocaine in various forms.
Dang, they had a whole bunch. They had a whole slew of it. So
Dang, they had a whole bunch of freedom, and we got to make that illegal. And we got to move in with our tyrannical oppression. The thin blue line of tyranny. Here we come, boys.
No, they didn't have a...
this looks to me like they are selling.
He's so fucking full of shit. You are a fucking liar, you pig. That is not enough to sell. You are a fucking liar, bro. The weed is enough. You could sell the weed, 80.4 grams. That's enough to sell some weed. But why would you want to sell weed when you go to a dispensary? It's such a waste of time. I guarantee you they got a fat ass sack of chronic so they'd have weed for the month. But the rest of these are a night or two. The edibles you could spread out over a month pretty easily. And the lying sheriff is going to lie to people because they don't have experience with chemicals. But I do. I've been down the road, all right? That blow right there, that's enough for one night. That blow, the hardest drug there. The rest of these are recreational drugs that anybody can do, and they'll be fine in a couple hours. This blow is the only narcotic, and that one right there is enough for one night. I sold another trifold. I got to give another one away. This one comes out from Russell Scarborough. Russell Scarborough. Russell is in the chat right now. Let me give away another free trifold. This one goes to Anthony in Panama City, Florida. Anthony, your shipping address is correct. Let me take a screenshot. Anthony, you could give me a last name on this, Anthony. Email me, Anthony, email me. Oh, I got your last name and your email address. I got it. Okay. Giving away another free trifold. Listen, we got to sell a couple. Go to my website right now. Go to DeleteLawz.com. I'll give you two for the price of one. Go to DeleteLawz.com. Don't get caught flat-footed. Be prepared when the cops pull you over, because they're gonna pull you over. You understand what I'm saying to you? This guy said, I do chemicals except for METH. Grew up on it. Became an activist after eating pure L, the letter, and then the letter S, and then the letter, and then the D, and then he quit using the harder stuff. Russell Scarborough, thanks, man. You just hooked somebody up. And then I got a gift here from Red Burr. Thanks for the gift. Yeah, KT, it's pinned. It is pinned. If you want a free trifold, you got to email me. I got to sell one to give one away. How many have we given away now? 4 or 5?
Which wouldn't be a violation of the free market or capitalism. Supply, demand. You have suppliers and people who want to voluntarily buy what they have to sell.
I know Brian, and I love Brian. He has no experience with chemicals. Brian has never done chemicals in his entire life. So he's saying there's a supply and demand thing, which is true. Those are not enough to sell except for the Mary Jane. That's the only thing they have enough to sell. The rest of it is all personal use. 9.8 G's of psilocybin is, you have to do at least 1 G. So there's 9 G's. So you could do 2 doses, and that's 6 G's in one night. Between 3 people, there's 3 people in the car. If they're really advanced, they could easily do 3 G's a piece and really trip out. I'm telling you, I know for a fact. But Brian's never done a chemical in his life, ever.
A third party, the organized crime syndicate called the Thin Blue Line, who's trying to get in the middle of that transaction.
Powder and crack and
in various forms, powder and crack. They seized 6,070.
There was not powder and crack. They said 1.6 grams of blow.
$4 in U.S. currency and the Volkswagen. Solomar was
in the middle of that transaction.
Powder and crack and
in various forms, powder and crack. They seized $6,074 in U.S. currency and the Volkswagen. Solomar was charged with 11 offenses: fraud, displaying another person's driver's license, possession of marijuana, possession of cocaine, possession of a controlled substance, drug delivery or distribution, possession of drug equipment, resisting an officer, driving with expired license.
Okay, ready for this? And I guarantee you Brian's going to say the same thing I am. No victim. There's 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 no victim. We live in a total fucking police state. There's no victim of any so-called crime here. Looks like you ruined someone's good time. They like to party. I'm past it. I'm too old. I don't know. Partying for me is done. I'm too old. In my 20s, I have a little experience, okay? But the idea that they're going to list these off to you and me, and this is why I make these videos, to show you that there has to be a victim for me to be on the side of law and order. A victim means you violated somebody else's rights. Now, if they had stole those chemicals, if they had stole that car, but they didn't. And now I guarantee you Brian is going to say the same thing that I just said. Let's listen to what he says.
And
that's what you call stacking it on her. They stacked it on her.
failure to register a motor
Stacked what? What's the it they stacked on
Stacked
her?
charges
the
on her.
tyranny.
vehicle. Her bond was set at over $185,000.
This is so oppressive, man.
The most serious charge, like the first degree.
There's no selling that till he sells it for money. There's no. You're not going to sell that weed. 80 grams of weed. Just so you know, how much is a pound? Anybody know what a pound is? How much is a pound of weed? Is it? It's 16 ounces is a pound.
Degree felony drug sale near a college was dismissed in July 2024. She ultimately pled guilty to the remaining drug felonies and no contest to the misdemeanors in 2024 to 2025, receiving probation with adjudication withheld, meaning no formal felony conviction was entered. As of January 2026, she has paid all court fees and filed a motion to terminate her probation early.
And there you go. The revenue generation of the state on people who have not created a victim. There was no.
So how much is it, you guys? Do I need to look on AI? Let me look real quick. Let me just stay with me for 1 second. How many grams of weed is 1 pound? I just want to be sure because there's a lot of different numbers in there, and I just want to make sure that we have it right. So okay, so 1 pound of weed is 453 grams. Okay, so they had 80 grams. How much is 80 grams? So 80 grams is going to boil down. They had 80 grams. So 450 is a pound. So they didn't have a pound of weed. Okay. It's a hair over 3/4 of an ounce. It's a hair over 2 3/4 of an ounce. When I smoked weed, I bought weed at ounce at a time. So they have less than an ounce of weed. And that ounce of weed would last me for about a month when I smoked weed. Okay? And I'm not saying I won't smoke weed once in a while now. But what I'm saying is when I bought weed, I would buy an ounce. They had a hair over 2 3/4 ounces. So they had 2 3/4 ounces. They had 2 3/4 ounces. So there's 3 people in the car. 2 3/4 ounces is less than an ounce per person. So that's enough weed for you to smoke for the rest of the month. Or you could probably smoke at 3 people. If you're going to a party, you could smoke a lot more than that. But I don't think you would smoke that much in one night.
No crime that was committed, and yet they still extracted a massive amount of money from her and probably from the other guys, even though they're not going to mention the other 2 guys.
Okay, so
and look
bond
at him.
is set at 185,000.
And let's look at a giant piece of shit. You see this piece of shit right here? This guy's a piece of shit. Don't respect him. If you see him in real life, disrespect him. He's a pig.
July of 2024, they dismissed the distribution charge within.
Yeah, they dismissed the distribution charge because I just sat here and taught you they didn't have enough chemicals to be distributors. Before you knew from this pig that they dismissed the distribution charge, they dismissed it because there wasn't enough fucking drugs to be a distributor of drugs. But they charged her with it to put her in the dungeon, and guess what? Then your bail and your bond is more, and who makes money? Core Civic and Geo Group.
Close to a college. Then she pleads guilty to the other felonies. No contest on misdemeanors, which means she basically says, I'm not going to say I'm guilty, but I also understand that you guys have enough evidence against me.
Evidence of what? Of what crime? Well, you broke our political parasites' laws, and you must pay. You will be punished. And Mark is going to act as the Punisher, or at least he used to, and now he approves of the Punishers who are still on duty on the fort.
Now he's running for a district seat in the House in Arizona. Do not put a cop into our government. Keep all cops out of our government.
Probation adjudication withheld. So she gets probation. They withhold adjudication, which means that they're not going to sentence her until if she finishes her probation, then she can get out from underneath these charges. So she pays all of her court fees by 2026.
I'm so sorry. Let me show you something real quick that you may not have seen.
Which means that they're not going to sentence her until if she finishes her probation, then she can get out from underneath these charges. So she pays all.
Did you see it? Did you see it, Team DLZ?
from underneath these charges. So she pays.
There it is. I'm sorry. Let me do it again. I got to put it in slow motion so you guys can see this. Watch this. Look at this. Let me show you the kind of piece of shit this guy is.
Adjudication withheld. So she gets probation. They withhold adjudication to terminate.
There it is. You see it on his wrist right here? Look what he's got. He's got the thin blue line. He's got the thin blue line, a terrorist symbol. He's got a terrorist symbol that he wears around every single day. Do you see it? Team DLZ, do you see it? He's wearing a terrorist symbol on his wrist. Do you know here in Los Angeles, Dr. Donna Walters, nice to see you. Did you know here in Los Angeles, the thin blue line is banned from LAPD? Did you know that? And why is that? Because Americans who are woke, that actually understand the truth, that thin blue line is a terror symbol. It's a gang symbol. It's a terror symbol. It's absolute dog shit. And this guy right here is one of the biggest pigs ever, celebrating it. Put a 1 in the chat if you know about the thin blue line and what a piece of shit that symbol is. It is such dog shit. It is such dog shit.
Probation early. Let's see what happens. Wow. Well, what happened to the other two dudes? It looks like maybe they ended up actually flipping on her. Because I don't see any indication. They didn't mention those two actually getting charged. So maybe when they went to the station, those two flipped over on her, or she eventually, when realizing that those two guys were going to get caught up in it, maybe she eventually ends up taking it. I don't know, man. That much drugs, that many different types of drugs. Clear.
That's called a Saturday night when you're going to a party in your 20s. That's what that's called. Those chemicals are enough for one party one night with a group of 10 people. Easy. Those chemicals, the hard one, the narcotics, was enough for 2 or 3 people for one night. Not enough for a 10-person party. That's why the distribution charges were dropped, because it's not enough chemicals to have a party to be a dealer. It's enough to have a party.
Clearly, she got an intent to sell this, and then she only gets probation.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'm not one for ruining somebody's life.
It sounds like you are one for ruining someone's life, because they didn't have enough chemicals to do anything other than have a party. What are you talking about, pig?
A long time, but
I don't want to interrupt Brian here because he nails this right here. This is.
I'm not one for ruining somebody's life for a long time, but I am up for ruining lives. I would love to interview Sheriff Mark Lamb. The first question I would ask
He'll
is,
never interview.
If I had in my possession something that a political parasite said I shouldn't have, would you enforce that political parasite liar's law against me in violation of the Constitution? I know what he would say. He would say, well, the courts have upheld our actions, and you can call them tyrannical or not. They call them within the framework of the Constitution. He's such a liar, such a sellout, so pathetic. If he was one of the 376 who arrived at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, he'd be one of those officers safely standing outside of that door while children inside were getting summarily executed.
That's right.
Like, more than probation was needed in a situation like this, especially when she was lying, not being true. You know, she didn't want to face the consequences initially, but
the consequences that you created for people that were just made up. There's no victim, you fucking pig. There's no victim of anybody being hurt or cheated or damaged. You're a fucking pig, dude. She needs to do more than probation. She needs to be put behind bars for hurting nobody and creating no victim, and nobody calling and saying that she robbed them or hurt them or kidnapped them or beat them. But he wants her to go to jail. But he doesn't want to ruin her life, though.
This is a great traffic stop. This is why when you hear people get pulled over for The light on their license plate wasn't working. This is why.
This is why. Oh, I thought it was because of the light. Oh, so you're saying it's something else. It's not the light. It's not about public safety. Besides, how can the public be made safe if your tag light is properly illuminated? The answer is the public is not made safe by a properly illuminating tag light. It just helps you, the road pirates, be able to identify that license plate so that you can run the tag on somebody and secretly violate their right to be secure in their person. So this guy approves of tyrannical action, and he approves of the smokescreen and the cover, the legalized reason for the stop, so that they can conduct their fishing expedition in violation of their oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And they don't care that they are the operational domestic terrorists they swore to protect every one of us from. Leave your thoughts. Would you like me to interview Sheriff Mark Lamb? Because
I love the optimism, Brian, but this pig will never come on your channel. I make videos constantly inviting pigs to come and debate me. I do have a cop. We're doing a debate on Saturday, an ex-cop. All right, I want to give away 4 trifolds. I need 4 people to buy a trifold. Can 4 people buy one? Can 4 people buy a trifold? I want to give away 4 right now. Which 4 people are going to buy 4? Put it in the chat. Which 4 people are going to buy 4? Go to DeleteLawz.com. If you buy 1, I'm going to give you 2. I need 4 people to buy 4 so that commentary on the commentary of commentary. Are you serious? Yeah, did you learn anything? Did you learn anything, chick? Did you learn about Wren versus United States? Did you learn about Maryland versus Pringle? Had you ever heard those things before? I'll bet you hadn't. Oh, let that dumb bitch talk. Let her talk. Let her say whatever she wants. I'm going to bring you right back. You'll be back in 10 seconds, you dumb bitch. But go ahead. Talk away. Yeah, I'm teaching people shit. You're in the comments of my video. Let's sell 4 trifolds. All right, let's get 4 out there. I need 4 people to buy 4 trifolds. I'm going to give away 4 trifolds. All right. Let me see. I've been emailing several times yesterday and today about my order and haven't gotten any response back. Lady Retro, I'm making the announcement now. Just got these bad chickens in. We sold out last week. So I updated the trifold. I just got these in. Lady Retro, thanks for ordering. I appreciate you. I got you, and I'm going to hook up your order. You can always email me. You can go to the website and put contact us. I check every single email in case somebody needs a little bit of assistance in some way. I got to sell 4 and let's give away 4. Does that answer your question, Retro? I hope Retro lady, thank you for ordering something for me. I promise you, it is not my business model to get an order from you and not ship it. I promise you, that is not my business model. I've been doing this for 6 years. So I got you, Lady Retro, and I understand your concern. You ordered something from some guy on the internet. You have no idea who he is, but my crowd will tell you I've been doing this 6 years. It is not my business model for you to order something and me not send it. My reputation would be ruined. It would be ruined extraordinarily quickly. Oh, Tabby, you got timed out? Tabby. Oh, Mike, you got kicked out? Oh, I'm so sorry, Mikey. You got kicked out of the chat? You pathetic loser. I'm so sorry about that. You guys who've emailed me, okay, we got one, and that's Dominic in Indiana. Dominic ordered a trifold. Dominic, I'm not going to send you 1 trifold. I'm going to send you 2, brother. I'm going to send Dominic 2. I'm going to give away a free one right now. Whoever emailed me last is going to be... There it is. Brian in Maine. Rehab. Brian in Maine with Rehab. Brian, not only am I going to send you a free trifold, I'm going to send you the digital download so you can print it out and give it to everybody in the rehab, okay? Brian, stay on me. Email me again. Brian, stay on me. I got you, Brian. You're getting a free trifold because Dominic in Indiana ordered one, okay? So I got you, Brian. And Brian, stay on me about emailing you that, okay? Make sure that I email you. Make sure I email you a copy so that you can print it out. You got to go to the email address that's pinned in the comment and send me your full name, okay? Liberty Lane, use Delete Lawz Sales. Liberty Lane, use delete Lawz sales. I pinned your comment already. Delete Lawz sales at gmail.com. Use that one right there, okay? I'll use mine for homeschooling, said Nicole. Would love to, Nicole. Absolutely would love to. Got to sell 3 more. Got to sell 3 more trifolds. Let's give away 3 more. I need somebody who's got $25 to go buy one. Got to sell 3 more, and I'll give 3 more away. So let's do that. And we're gonna Brian out tonight because I watched a couple of Brian's videos, and this next one is as good as this one.
The reason why I asked you guys to follow.
This again, if you're not subscribed to my buddy Brian at Here's the Deal, if you're not, there's over 1,500 people and across the chats. You guys make sure you get over Brian from Here's the Deal and subscribe to this man's channel. I'm a member of this channel.
Over because 3 of your buddies have pursued off from me.
Wait, let me get this straight, officer. You're admitting right here on camera that you're pulling us over because of what somebody else allegedly did?
So you're not going to give me your ID. Now that's a problem. Why are you going to sit here and argue with me?
Because what have I done wrong?
Imagine pulling innocent people over and harassing them for something someone else supposedly did. This video shows a female California Highway Patrol officer detaining a group of motorcyclists solely because other riders in what appeared to be their group accelerated away at high speeds, according to her. She admits that the stop's purpose is to investigate the fleeing riders by questioning and IDing those who complied and pulled over. Basically, this chick wants to penalize these riders after they submitted to her demand to pull over. And one of the riders was vocal. He repeatedly asked, "What have I done wrong?" And like a good American, he refused to provide identification.
Okay, so let me explain something to you here, all right? In very specific incidents where you have it on video and the cop doesn't have probable cause, at that point you can say, you don't have probable cause, I'm not going to give you my ID. If the cop can list a code, statute, or ordinance that they're charging you with, at that point you have to give your ID and your insurance and your registration, okay? Now, this rider is going to ask her if there's probable cause, and she's going to say there is none. At that point, you can tell her to go pound sand, DEI hire, and you don't have to give your ID. But let me tell you something. You're walking a very slippery slope, and they might arrest you. Now, this guy's going to stand up for his rights, which he has a right to do. But you have to ask the cop, are you charging me with a code, statute, or ordinance? And if she says, I don't have one, you can tell her to go pound sand. I'm not giving you my ID, my registration, or my insurance. You still might go to jail. I'm a civil rights activist. I've been to jail lots of times. You guys have watched me go to jail. You got a wife and kids at home. You got a husband waiting for you. You got dogs at your house that you got to take out and get water, get food. You got to make the decision in your heart if you're going to, and by the way, if it's not on camera, man, you're fucked. If it's not on camera, he's got it on camera. I would give her my license if it's not on camera. But he's got it on camera, so he's going to stand up for his rights.
Citing no observed violation on their part. And of course, the female authoritarian escalates this by framing refusal to ID as the new problem. You're refusing a lawful order and you need to comply, while the other riders also push back on the detention's legality. Let's take a look at this and then make some follow-up comments.
So the reason why I asked you guys to pull over is because 3 of your buddies have pursued off from me. So you guys all ramped on together at 89. So I want to see what's going on with the 3 that decided they can just take off. I lit them up and everything. 120 miles an hour, gone. Passing on the shoulder.
Can't tell you what they're thinking.
Okay, well, what's their name? What I want to know.
Can't tell you that either.
You don't know them? You don't want to tell me.
Just explain it to you.
What's that?
I just know them from riding.
Okay. Can I get your guys' IDs, please?
For what?
I'm stopping you.
I haven't done
Yeah, tablet. You'll have to, if you want to come back to my channel again, you have to come with another channel because I banned you permanently. Bro, don't.
Okay, well, I have to note that I've stopped you.
No.
So you're not going to give me your ID. Now that's a problem.
Okay.
So I'm
Is it law that I have to show you my ID? I haven't done anything wrong. What have
Why
I
are you
done
going to
wrong?
stay here and argue with me?
Because what have I done wrong?
I stopped
What
you.
have I done that you?
Because you guys are all riding in
I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong.
Right, you have 3 of the riders. If you could start me this one. Look, man, I just want to write down your license. That's it. I'm not trying to write you a ticket. Just be cool with it.
I understand. I'm just not trying to give it to you. I haven't done anything wrong.
Nice registered vehicle.
Have you gone? What have I done?
What's that?
Have you gone?
No.
Am I detained? I'm
You are
detained then?
Yes.
For what? For what crime have I committed? How do you how can you say I'm associated with anybody?
Don't be like this, dude. Do not leave. Do not leave.
Tell me what I've
Do
done
not
wrong.
leave. I'm giving you a lawful order. You're refusing to identify yourself. That's the problem.
It's not illegal.
Do not leave.
If I've done something wrong, then I have to see my ID. Otherwise,
You're doing something wrong right now.
That doesn't matter. That's the fact. That's because you're pressuring me for my ID. You have no right to ask me for my ID.
I can identify you, yes.
No, she cannot. She cannot. She cannot.
I'm not trying to write you a ticket. Just be cool with it.
I understand.
I'm not trying to write you a ticket. Just be cool with the data collection so I can put you in a database for Palantir or Axon. Just be cool with it. No. He knows that. Remember what you have to ask. Officer, are you charging me with a code, statute, or ordinance? Are you charging me with a crime? An infraction of the law? A traffic code? Are you charging me with something? If she says no, then you say fuck off. Politely.
I'm just not trying to give it to you. I haven't done anything wrong.
Nice registered vehicle.
Have you gone? What have I done?
What's that?
Have you gone?
No.
Am I detained? I'm
You are
detained then?
Yes.
For what? For what?
Okay, if she says you're being detained, even though there's no code, statute, or ordinance, those are Terry policies created by the unelected Supreme Court. If she says you're being detained, you cannot leave. If you leave, she'll charge you with obstruction, interfering, resisting. You can't leave if she says you're being detained. She doesn't have to tell you why you're being detained.
What crime have I committed? How can you say I'm associated with anybody?
Don't be like this, dude.
Don't be like what? You're the one being a tyrant. You're claiming that he did something because other people did it. Other people committed code infractions, and now she's claiming that he has to give his ID. No, he doesn't. I got another trifle to give away. 1 second.
Do not leave. Do not leave.
Tell me what I've
Do
done
not
wrong.
leave. I'm giving you a lawful order. You're refusing to identify yourself. That's the problem.
Okay, Daniel.
It's not illegal.
Do not leave.
If I've done something wrong, then I have to see my ID.
You're
Otherwise,
doing something wrong right now.
That doesn't matter. That's the fact. That's because you're pressuring me for my ID. You have no right to ask me for my
I
ID.
can identify you, yes. I have a right to identify you.
This is so worth going over again. So the officer's rationale was the group was riding together, some fled aggressively, and she needs the names and IDs so that she can know what's going on. And she needs to write this down in her report, so she needs your ID. She's got to document the stop. She's not going to issue any tickets or anything, but you do have to give up your rights because I'm giving you a lawful order when it wasn't even a lawful order. And what was the response of these riders? They stopped voluntarily, but they asserted that there was no reasonable suspicion for their detention, and there was no obligation to identify or assist this CHP power tripper in her investigation of the other riders. So what does the officer do? Of course, she grows frustrated and then she escalates, issuing orders and calling it a lawful order, which is a total lie. The riders remain calm but firm with some laughter at the circular reasoning from the power tripping CHP officer who's just pulling stuff out of her ass.
German, shipping tomorrow. I've been out of product for about 10 days. So if you ordered in the last 2 weeks, shipping tomorrow. and now I got a shitload in. Okay, so Jaman, if you ordered in the last, it doesn't matter. All shipments are going out tomorrow. So if you haven't got your trifold or plaque yet, it goes out tomorrow. All right.
Basically, what she's saying is, I stopped you guys so that I could figure out who the guys are who didn't stop. So let's go over it again, and I want to point some things out.
Okay, now this is where Brian's commentary is fucking brilliant. And just so you know, I got a free trifold to give away because Mario in California. Mario, you in the chat? Mario, are you in the chat on Instagram? Are you still there? Mario, I'm giving away a free trifold in your name. I'm sending you 2 free trifolds. They look just like this, Mario, if you haven't seen them. These are new and improved. Now all the case law is in squares. Makes it a lot easier to read. The back of it where it says, don't ask me where I'm coming from, don't ask me where I'm going, it's bigger now. So Mario, thanks for your order, dude. I'm giving away a free trifold in your name. Give me 1 second.
Pull over because 3 of your buddies have pursued off from me.
I pulled you guys over because of what some other guys did. Makes a whole lot of sense, officer.
So you guys all ramped on together at 89. So I want to see what's going on with the 3 that decided they to just take off. I lit them up and everything. 120 miles an hour, gone.
So now it's guilt by association. Because you guys were riding with them, I decided to pull you guys over. You know, thanks for complying. The other guys didn't comply, so give me their names. Give me their license numbers. Give me some information I can go on so I can get them. Oh, and if you don't comply with me and give me your ID, I'm going to get you.
Passing on the shoulder.
Can't tell you what they're thinking.
Okay, well, what's their name? What I want to know.
Can't tell you that either.
You don't know that? You don't want to tell me.
Just explain it to you.
What's that?
I just know them from riding.
Okay. Can I get your guys' IDs, please?
For what?
I'm stopping you.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Okay, well, I have to note that I've stopped you.
No.
So you're not going to give me your ID. Now, that's a problem.
Okay.
So I'm asking,
law that I have to show you my ID. I haven't done anything wrong. What have I done wrong?
Why are you going to sit here and argue with me?
Because what have I done wrong?
You're going to sit here and argue with my tyranny. You're going to sit here and resist and assert your American rights, will ya? Well, what if there's a penalty in it for you for doing that? I have a lawful order. I'm not out on a limb by any stretch of the imagination. And you're going to comply with my authority.
Okay, so I want to address what Steve Lee said in the chat. Steve Lee just put in the chat, he said, $25 for a brochure. Are you kidding? Steve, you're not paying for the brochure, even though that's what I'm sending. It's not paper, it's polypropylene. You can wad it up, you can pour coffee on it, it'll last for years. It will melt if it's too hot in the sun in your visor, but here's what you're paying for, Steve. Number 4, cop asks you where you're going and where you're coming from. If you give plot points, the cops may label you a drug courier, search your car, and torture cuff you. That's the United States versus Socolow, 1989. Reassert your Fifth Amendment. Steve, you're not paying for the trifold. You're paying for what I just taught you. Did you know about the 1989 case of Socolow? Did you know the most benign question that the cop is going to ask you is, where are you coming from? Oh, I'm coming from 123 Main Street. Where are you going to? I'm going to 2nd in Pennsylvania. You told the cop that, Steve. And now the cop is going to say, using my training and experience, I'm going to say that between 123 Main and Pennsylvania is a drug house. The Supreme Court has legitimized that and said that if you tell the cop where you're coming from and where you're going to, that he can call you a drug courier. You're not just buying this. You're paying for the knowledge of 24 years of studying the Constitution. Did you know about Socolow, Steve? I mean, you chimed in and said $25 for a brochure. Are you kidding me? So did you know about Socolow, Steve, before I just taught it to you? Did you know about it? If you didn't know about it, Steve, I just taught you that when the cop asks you where are you coming from and where are you going to, it's a trap. Because once you tell him where you're coming from and where you're going to, he can call you a drug dealer, a drug courier. What can happen from there, Steve? Using the Terry policies, he can pull you out of the car, put you on your belly, stick his knees in your neck, put you in torture cuffs, stick you in the back of his caged car, and all you did was telling him I'm coming from here and going to there. And if you didn't know that, Steve, I just taught you. You just learned something. Thank you for the super chat, Jose Robles. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let me check. Let me give away a free trifold. So if you didn't know, now you know. And this free trifold is sponsored by Mario. Mario in California, you ordered, and now I'm going to give away a free trifold too. This is going to go out to Bob Q. Oh, Bob, there's no shipping address. I got to go to the next one on the line. This is going to go to Blake M. Blake M in Texas. And the keyword there is school, if you know what I'm talking about. Blake in Texas, keyword is school. So you know which Blake I'm talking about because there's a couple Blakes in my email. Blake, I'm taking a screenshot right now. Oh, man, spending $50K on a lawyer for a trumped-up charge. Man. Blake, I'm sending you a free trifold. Let's sell one or two. One or two people go buy one for me. For you, so you have it in your car. And then I'm going to give away a couple more. Go to DeleteLawz at DeleteLawz.com. DeleteLawz.com with a Z. Let's sell two more. I'll give away two more. Let's sell two more. I'll give away two more. And when you buy one, I'm going to give you two. So for me, it's two more is going to be two for you, four, and then two I'm going to give away. So that's 6. If I can sell two more, 6 are going out. Fair enough? Fair enough? Let's keep going with Brian from Here's the Deal.
What have I done that you?
Because they're all.
I love this part right here.
All that I have to show you my ID. I haven't done anything wrong. What have I done wrong?
Why are you going to sit here and argue with me?
Because what have I done wrong?
I stopped you.
What have I done that you?
What have I done wrong? She says, I stopped you. No, ma'am.
Let me keep going with this moron Steve in the chat. This moron. You didn't teach shit. Don't go to a drug house. Well, hey, dumb fuck. Let me explain it to you. If you tell the cops where you're coming from and where you're going to, they can call you a drug courier, you stupid fuck. How about that? And I guarantee you that 80% of the audience had no idea. And Steve, you're going to talk shit, bro? Fuck off, bro. Go to another channel. You're blocked from mine. You're not welcome here again, bro. Good luck.
That's what you did wrong. What have I done wrong?
They're all writing in
I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong.
Skizzle, I got the same deal for you when you get off work. Hit me up.
providers. If you could start me this one. Look, man, I just want to write down your license. That's it. I'm not trying to write you a ticket. Just be cool with it.
Just be cool with it. Just be cool with my tyranny. All I'm trying to do is get your information illegally, unconstitutionally, and I need you to be cool with that.
Damn, I'm just not trying to give it to you. I haven't done anything wrong.
That's right, secret agent, man. They'll jail you over speculation. That's right.
What's that?
No, I'm not going to calm down, man. I appreciate the comment. Thanks for being here. I can't see who left that comment. Low budget salad. What's up, low budget salad? It's not that. It's people like him. He just said, I just explained to you what Socolo is. And then this dumb fuck comes in the chat and is like, don't go to a drug house. You don't have to be a drug dealer. You don't have to have anything to do with drugs. If you tell the cop where you're coming from and where you're going to, the cop can say you're a drug dealer or you're a drug courier. So I'm going to be excited about that. I'm going to be excited about that.
I'm detained? I'm detained?
Yes.
For what? For what?
Now he's detained over nothing.
How do you say I'm associated with anybody?
Don't be like this dude.
She says, don't be like this
that.
dude. Don't stand for your rights like this dude standing
Bend
for
over.
his rights.
Bend
I don't
over.
need any more trouble out of you guys today.
Bend over.
Do not leave. Do not leave.
Tell me what I've
Do
done
not
wrong.
leave. I'm giving you a wrong order. You're refusing to identify yourself. That's the problem.
It's not illegal.
Do not leave.
If I've done something wrong, then I have to give my ID. Otherwise,
You're doing something wrong right now.
No, the only person doing anything wrong in this video is the female CHP officer.
Wow. And by the way, Daniel Welch, I can't tell you what Daniel just told me, but what Daniel Welch, the officer, just texted me, and this, listen to me, there are some good police officers out there. I know I talk shit and I say I hate them all and I get on a roll and I'm like, you fucking pigs, right? But there are some good police officers out there. There really is. I know it's hard to accept because all we see is the dog shit, but there are some good police officers out there. What Daniel Welch is actually doing is amazing. You have no idea what he's doing. I can't tell you yet, but I will.
Matter, that's the fact. That's because you're pressuring me for my ID. You have no right to ask me for my ID.
I can identify you, yes. I have a right to identify
No, it won't stick kryptonite.
Nope, she does not have a right to identify anyone if she doesn't suspect that they've committed a
Thanks,
crime.
Bedswer.
See, it's encounters like this that create the core tension in U.S. constitutional principles, particularly Fourth Amendment protections against unreasonable searches and seizures, and the protection of your right to be secure in your person. The right to be free from arbitrary government interference. There's supposed to be at least a reasonable suspicion requirement from Terry v. Ohio back in 1968, where police need specific articulable facts. Of what, Brian? That suggests criminal activity is afoot. That's the only way you can detain and identify somebody. Right here, the officer openly bases the stop on guilt by association with other riders who didn't comply with her authority. The other riders sped away, so these riders must be investigated. The problem with this CHP officer's circular reasoning is that riding in a group isn't inherently suspicious, and mere presence near others' potential violations doesn't automatically create reasonable suspicion for anybody. Besides, haven't the courts rejected broad group stops without individualized suspicion? Because if it wasn't rejected, then basically there are no limits on dragnet tactics, which is exactly what this is.
Exactly what this is. Exactly what this is.
Already exists, applying to mere detentions without suspicion of that crime. And you got to understand that refusing to ID isn't automatically obstruction if the initial stop lacks basis. And this stop definitely lacks basis. And this cop admits that it lacks any kind of basis. I mean, this rider repeated, "What crime have I committed?" And there was no logical answer. Demanding ID to fish for associations risks turning routine group riding into de facto registration and surveillance and demand for ID. And don't Americans have the right to travel and associate without presumptive criminality? Motorcycling in groups shouldn't expose everyone to detention if some members act recklessly. This is nothing more, nothing less than overbroad policing. It'd be like stopping all cars because one car fled, or profiling by appearance or vehicle type. It just erodes presumption of innocence and innocent until proven guilty. This CHP officer was assuming all the motorcyclists were guilty, or she never would have asked for the ID of the innocent motorcycle riders. I know the female cop doesn't want it to be like this, but the Constitution prioritizes individual liberty over investigative convenience. I need you to just be cool with my tyranny, or, hey, I need to identify you for investigative purposes, doesn't erase unalienable rights. And escalating a weak stop into obstruction charges often fails in court when body cams come out, because that's what really shows the initial detention's flaw. This female cop was obviously frustrated over the riders who managed to outrun her, and she was giving off that strong retaliation vibe. And we love to see this because it openly undermines her own assumed legitimacy. From the freedom standpoint, the riders have a very strong argument that this was an unlawful detention. And it's a good thing this guy was recording it, because cops lie and cameras don't. There was no observed violation by them. There was no warrant, and there was no emergency. Just proximity to other riders who allegedly sped away. Complying minimally or asserting rights like these riders did protects broader liberties against guilt by association policing. Now, having said all that, in practice, prolonged refusal can lead to arrest, towing, or escalation, even if you're later vindicated. Recording like these guys were doing is crucial for accountability. This isn't isolated. Videos just like this one spark debates about qualified immunity, training on constitutional limits, and public frustration with perceived power trips. It really highlights why so many view aggressive traffic enforcement, especially pretextual or associative stops, as a threat to the live and let live ideal of American liberty, where government must justify intrusions rather than Americans proving their innocence. And this strong pushback by this rider reinforces that cops are supposed to serve the public, not vice versa. Leave your thoughts about this in the comments section below. I want to hear what you have to say about it. Also, if you like these videos, like this video.
Wait, hold on a minute. Let me show you who this guy is. There's almost 2,000 people in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed, if you would, please. Make sure you're subscribed, okay? This guy's channel is called Here's the Deal. This guy's name is Brian. His commentary is so fucking spot on. He absolutely is nailing it. I mean, he is nailing it. Let me shout out here. Thank you, EO, EIOL, EIOL. Thank you for the $20 super chat. God bless you, sir. I appreciate you. And then as far as trifolds go, I've got 2 more trifolds to give away right now, and it's going to be because of Trevor. Trevor in Oklahoma. Trevor in Oklahoma got a trifold. And then also, so did Jason. Jason in Colorado. Jason in Colorado. I got another trifold to give away. Archie F in Massachusetts. If you want to identify yourself, you can. He's watching on TikTok. Holy shit, I'm not even streaming on TikTok. Someone must be restreaming me. So, Archie, Trevor, and Jason, I'm giving away 3 trifolds right now. I'm giving away 3 trifolds right now. Let me get some fresh emails in here. Who's watching right now? Email me right now, delete Lawz sales, and the first one's going to, let's go, San Martin in California. San Martin, I'm giving you a free trifold right now. This is from Trevor. San Martin, I'm sending you off a free trifold right now in the mail. San Martin, I'm sending you a free trifold in the mail. Who else do I got here? I've got Andrew M. There's no shipping address, Andrew M. There's no shipping address. I can't ship you one. And this one is in Arlington, Texas. And the guy's initials are JS. JS in Arlington, Texas. Man, can you do me a favor? Can you put your shipping address from now on in perfect order? Name, 123 Main Street, Anywhereville, USA, and your zip code. I'm going to dig it out here. But boy, there's no zip code on here, so I'm going to have to find your shit. Josh, come on, brother. I'm going to give it to you for free anyway. All right, Josh. I got you, man. And then I've got Nicole in Missouri. Are you in the chat, Nicole in Missouri? Nicole in Missouri, I'm sending you off a free trifold in the mail. Nicole, and this is because I was able to sell a couple. I got to sell a couple to give a couple away. So this comes out from Trevor in Oklahoma, from Archie in Massachusetts, and from Jason in Colorado. Those 3 people bought trifolds. They're getting an extra trifold, and I'm giving away 3 trifolds to boot. So there it is right there. If you want a trifold and you have $25, I'm going to give you 2 for the price of 1. And you go to DeleteLawz@gmail.com. DeleteLawz@gmail.com. Oh, no, he can ask me how jail was. Go ahead, brother. I'm going to bring you right back. The moderators kicked your ass out, but I'm going to bring you right back because I want you to take a look. So some guy tried to troll me and say, how was jail? They unlawfully locked me in jail in 2024. I was in jail for 4 months. My conviction was overturned on appeal because I have a First Amendment right to film cops. Now I'm suing 2 judges, 2 bailiffs, and 3 cops for them putting me in jail. And how is life? The guy just said, how was jail? Well, let me tell you how it is. There's 2,000 people in my chat. Pretty good, bro. Pretty good. Are there 2,000 people in your chat? Just saying. And so far, 172,000 people have come by this channel alone right now. And that's just on YouTube. Pretty good, bro. Things are going pretty good. Jail was hell, but I got out of it, and now I'm suing those people. I should get a payday for them wrongfully incarcerating me. But thanks for your comment, bro. Keep me motivated, brother. Come at me, dog. I love it. I absolutely love it. Shout out again to EIOL. EIOL. Salute Delete Lawz with a $20 super chat. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. Nicole, good to see you. Good to see you. So we got 3 trifolds to give away. Man, that's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Now, I think that that's a fake video. I get a lot of fake videos sent to me. Did you send me a video, Jennifer Hill? Jennifer Hill, did you send me a video? I think that you did. I want to show one from Team DLZ here. Video for live. And so right here for live stream, let me see if one pops up here. Jennifer Hill sent me this video. I want to show this video. What does that one say? Man escapes. That one doesn't work, Jennifer. Let me see. Oh man, it looks interesting. It's from Code Blue Cam. All right, I'll show it. It's not a pullover, but I'll show it. I'll show it, Jennifer Hill. Thanks for sending me the video. Thanks for sending me the video. I appreciate it. Double checking. Remember, I've got 6 more trifolds I want to give away. 6 more. Let's give away 6 more. Let me just add this video right here real quick.
Get on the ground!
When officers arrived at a 4-car pileup, they had no idea that the crash would be the least of their problems.
I love you guys. All right, I appreciate that. I love you. Let's get out of the snow, man. I love you. Let's go. Oh, God! God!
On January 10th,
Code Blue Cam. Code Blue Cam, 31-year-old dude.
Fled the scene immediately, but the officer was quickly able to get a description that might help him track them down.
I'm out with a 4-vehicle 1050. Yes.
I did it on purpose, and he ran to the gas station. The guy that drove the Mini, he did it on purpose.
What does he look like?
Shorts. I can meet you over there, but send somebody over there.
Okay. Do you want to take the crash? I'm going to go over there. Okay. Let me look at it quick.
Flat hoodie on, shorts, sunglasses, white.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Yep. I'm getting word this 1050 was caused intentionally. I'm going to be out with the subject that ran from that crash at Lincolnshire and Mequon. Come here. Come up against the car. (923) Ozaki. Subject's running southbound on foot.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Stop! Get on the ground! Nothing works! Get on the ground! Get over!
Whoa, he stuck that taser in the guy's neck.
Nothing works! Stop fighting! Please stop! You're all of us! Yeah, I can't hear you! No! Let go! I'm so strong. I'm as strong as my taser. God is with me. God is with all of us.
He has my taser because I'm not strong enough to stop him from getting my taser.
That's me, Brian. I'm Brian. God will protect me from you. From you. From everyone. God is with us.
Just hold him right here.
Every inch of the earth. I can't see you. I can't see you. You're gone. There's no such thing as a gun.
And look, 2 guys. So let me just teach you guys something real quick. A double leg takedown puts somebody on the ground because you grab both of their legs. It's called a double leg. Jason, I got you. East Carbon Exposed is in the chat, everybody. I got another trifold to give away. East Carbon Exposed is in the chat. Look, they tasered him. He's not even affected at all. Let me tell you something. A taser hurts, but it doesn't stop you. It hurts. If you're going to fight through it, it hurts, but it doesn't stop you.
Even after firing both taser cartridges and with the help of a passerby, the officer
And
wasn't
by the way, passerbys, mind your own fucking business. I'll help a cop if he's bleeding and dying. I'm not helping a cop arrest people.
able to keep Ryan down.
He just walks away. He's just walking away from those betas.
Need to get on the
Wow,
ground.
Daniel Welch. Wow. Daniel Welch.
Subjects possibly on some type of drugs. Subjects still southbound on Lincolnshire at gunpoint, still walking away. Stop! He's bad in old seat. I'm out of cartridges.
Here, Terry Station 91, little roll the engine. 13 up here, he needs the taser. People in Station 1 need to be in jail.
So there's cops out there that are tough. There's cops out there who are black belts in BJJ who understand how to fight. I'm not saying there's not. There are. It's 1 out of 1,000. There's over 1 million cops in America. 1 out of 1,000 actually knows how to fight. Because this guy right here, just so you know, this guy right here, I could stop him by myself. I wouldn't need anybody's help. He doesn't know how to wrestle. I would toss him around like a rag doll because he doesn't know how to wrestle. It's that simple.
Here, Terry Station 91, little roll the engine.
Is that right, Josh? Josh S? Is that right, man? Thanks, brother. I appreciate that.
People in Station 1 need to be in jail.
Wow, Josh.
Stay on the ground, bro.
What have I taught you guys? DEI hires do not belong in the field trying to wrestle men. A double leg takedown stops it. Stops a man. You can't go anywhere when I put both your legs in my arms. You can't get away. You're done. Look at the DEI hire dragging her radio.
As one officer moved to cut
And by the way, you guys should see how much shit I get on Instagram. How many people are like, oh, I got to unfollow this guy. Like, hold on a minute. On Instagram, for the people who are these radicals who are like, oh, women should be cops in the field, you're going to unfollow me? I'm running for governor to change the policies, procedures, and protocols of cops. There's almost nobody like me in the world. And I'm disqualified because I don't believe women should be cops in the field. All of a sudden, the 24 years of me studying the history Constitution doesn't qualify me over the billionaire or the son or daughter of the previous politician. You want to vote for the son or daughter of the previous politician because I don't think women should be cops in the field? I'm unqualified now? I don't know your civil liberties. I don't know what policies, procedures, and protocols with cops need to be changed. What are they? Detainment. We need to move to digital detainment where people get the option of being detained with the camera on the cop's chest. We need to get rid of the resignation loophole where cops can resign before the investigation is over and they're not held accountable. We need to get rid of the contract with the jails that they have to be at 98% or the jail can sue the city. You can change that contract because they work for us. But I'm unqualified now because cops shouldn't be women in the field? You sure about that? Oh, I know. You want Biden's son who smokes crack and bangs whores. He should be the politician for you, right? Because they want to govern you. I want to do a co-op with you. I don't want to be your governor. I want to have a co-op with the citizens of that state so that we collectively decide how we are treated. What do the cops say to you? It's our policy. I want to change those policies with the citizens of that state. But I'm not qualified because I know for a fact women should not be cops in the field. You sure about that? Go ahead. Vote for the billionaire. Vote for the son or daughter of the former politician. Go ahead. Don't vote for me.
Brian off, the others pushed deeper into the tree line behind him, and with every direction quickly closing, Brian was about to run out of places to go.
So he's just tired. Brian's tired. So look, no double leg, no takedown. And look at this. Okay. Women should be cops in the field. But look, folks, take a look. There she is, just standing there, all 100 pounds of her. And Dominic Izzo has it right, actually. This guy who hates me, but he's got it right. You know what this is? This is for grooming. This is so that the cops can have someone who's young and pretty, and they can then be their coach. This is for grooming purposes. I meant to show Izzo's video. I just haven't shown it yet.
You okay? Yeah. What's going on, dude? You guys believe? What's up? I believe. What's up? I believe in God. So do I. Yeah, he's a good person. He's a good person, and I love you guys. All right, I appreciate that. I love you. Let's get out of the snow, man. I love you. Let's go. All right, let's get out of the snow. All right, okay. Come on. You too. You go ahead. We're gonna walk with you. Walk on. Walk with. Hey, let's get to the side of the road. It's allowed. Come on. What God is in you? Hey, what's your name, bro? If God strikes you down, what's your name? God will protect me from you. Yep. Keep walking. Mom, this guy's keep walking. It's okay. Everyone out of my head. It's okay. Your anxiety. Let's get out of the snow. Let's get. Rusty's not real. Okay. I've never seen this before. Okay. My name's Brian. Hey, Brian. Can you leave me here and let me dream? We're gonna walk out.
Can you leave me here and let me dream?
Never seen this. You guys don't even see me. Oh my gosh, what's over there? Huh? What's over there? Ah! Ah! We're hoping. Ah! God! 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 God help me! God help me!
Brian.
God help me! God help me! God help me! Get these people off of me. Sit down. They don't have your strength. They're powerless without me. They're powerless. Stop touching me. You can't touch me. You're under arrest. Brian. We're here to help you. Do not touch Brian. Okay. Brian, we're here to help you.
Jiggy James, I don't think this is chemicals. I think he's, you know, I see you in the chat. Put it in the chat for me if you would, please. Warzone, I see you. Nice to see you. Put it in the chat, Team DLZ. Lady Retro, put it in the chat, Team DLZ. Lady Retro, email me so I have your order so I can double it up for you, okay? Team DLZ, put it in the chat on Instagram. Team DLZ, put it in the chat on YouTube.
There's a private, I can touch you.
Sit him down, sit him down.
Oh my God, I can feel it.
Let's get down to the ground. Put him down and rescue.
Put him down.
Sit down.
Ow.
Put him down.
Ow.
No.
Ow.
Back.
You're burning. You're all burning.
Back. Let's go back. Yep.
All right.
She's a real help there, huh? You see that? They got to put a 200+ pound guy down, and let me see. She's the one standing up, walking away.
Put him on the side.
She's the one standing there.
Stay on your side. They can get him with the stretcher.
I mean, I got to give the cops credit. They're not putting their knees in his neck and in his back. I appreciate that. So maybe there's a good officer here.
Everyone here with nefarious intent and every molecule cell has to leave.
Brian,
forever.
Help you.
For all of eternity.
Brian.
You can't help.
Brian.
You can't help Brian. Please don't. Brian. So just come back.
I mean, if she's going to be of use, go put your pretty little face in his and talk to him. I'd much rather talk to a pretty girl, even an unattractive girl. I'd rather talk to a girl when I'm being attacked.
Brian.
We're here. Please don't kill me.
We're not going to
kill you so many times.
You, Brian, okay?
I can see all of you.
Brian,
we're here to help
all right.
It's time to calm down, Brian.
Murder gloves. Putting the murder gloves on.
Brian, we're here to help you.
We want to get.
We're to stay down.
Okay, Brian.
We have an ambulance come.
We have rescue coming.
Are you okay, Brian?
Huh?
Did you get hurt at all?
Brian?
No, he got me under the chin with the taser, though.
I mean, this dude's got pros on. I don't know how none of it worked.
You did this to me.
Sorry. Brian, it's okay. We're going to get you in the ambulance. I think we need to get you checked out, okay, dude?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
No, he's not fine.
All right.
He needs
As
mental
more help arrived, officers were finally able to slow Brian down and get him under control. But even in handcuffs, he still appeared completely disconnected from what was happening around him.
So,
and as officers tried to figure out what was wrong, Brian's behavior was about to become even more concerning.
Okay, just relax. We got some fire guys here. They're going to check you out. Make sure you're all good, okay?
I'm drugged. I'm totally sober. There's no way.
Okay.
I was just going for a walk.
Do you have any...
I mean, why do they have a 100-pound girl trying to hold him down? If she freaks out, she's going to get hurt. And that's not right. I don't want women to get hurt.
medical problems at all?
I'm good, other than what happened to me by you.
I know.
There we go.
3. 1, 2, 3. There we go, pal. Good job. Thank you.
Awesome.
Right.
Hey, don't you guys see me?
I see you.
You know me. You've been here before. I called the cops on you. I live 3 doors down. Not on you. On my neighbor who was being super loud.
Okay.
You recognize me.
Okay. Let's go, Brian. Let's walk, Brian. Let's follow him then. Okay. If you recognize him, let's follow him. Follow him. We're good, Brian.
Do you see? I'm not Brian.
What's your name?
I'm Hank.
What would you like me to call you?
Hank.
All right, Hank. All right. Let's walk right over there to the road.
My name is Hank. I'm a middle-aged father of 3 girls.
Okay.
I'm about 5'7", but like...
I'd say 6.
He's at least 6 foot and he's over 200.
Oh no, I'm not.
Let's walk. Let's walk.
We want to get you out of the cold.
There you go.
All right. East Carbon exposed.
Brian, we want to get you out of the snow, out of the cold.
Keep moving. There you go. Keep moving. You're almost there. Keep going, Brian. Or Hank, whatever your name is.
I'm sorry, okay? What is she doing there pushing a 200-pound guy? It's just this DEI shit. You know what they did with DEI, right? They said it was all black people. All black people were DEI hires. No, that's a DEI hire. She cannot push anybody. She weighs 100 pounds.
All right. God is with you.
We're going to sit right here. Put your butt down right
There's full-grown men there, and they have her shoving this guy, and she's not strong enough.
God is with you, Captain Ryan. God is with everyone.
All right.
I don't know the names.
All right.
God is here in this man. Put your hands, bro.
Now when they actually got to shove him down, you notice she's out of the picture and it's men. Because men are stronger than women. It's not I'm not being a chauvinist, I'm being honest.
Put your hands. This is all Brian Street. Earlier today at noon.
Okay, so you guys get it. Yeah. So let me give away another free trifold. This comes from East Carbon Exposed. What the fluck? East Carbon Exposed bought a trifold. You guys make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. It unsubscribes our people all the time. Please make sure you're subscribed if you would, please. Listen, there are women like Amit Allure, like Kennedy Blades, like Ronda Rousey. There are women who can do the job. Unfortunately, they're hiring really pretty little girls so that they can groom them. And Dominic Izzo called it out. He called it out. Oh, yeah, definitely. Riley John, 859. Oh, yeah. You know who did that, right? It was the people with the little tiny, and then they are best friends east of the middle. You know who those people are? I think they did it. I think those are the people who did it. What's going on over here on Instagram? What's up, Playboy? They're unsubscribing from me because I said women shouldn't be cops in the field. You're not following me anymore. I'm not qualified to be a leader because I know that women shouldn't be cops in the field. Okay, East Carbon Exposed bought a trifold, so let me give a trifold away. Josh, what's going on, Playboy? Oh, man, thank you, dude. I appreciate that, Josh. Let me give away a free trifold. Is it Yunez in Ohio? Yunez, I'm sending you off a free trifold in the mail to Ohio. They won't ship until tomorrow. It'll take 7 or 8 days, snail mail, to get there. Yunez, I got you coming out. You got a free trifold, my friend. Let me see. That's the only one. We need to do a couple more. You guys, a couple more people got to go buy a trifold. I got at least 3 more I want to give away. Let's get 3 more sales. I'll give away 3 more trifolds. 3 sales of trifolds. I'll give away 3 more trifolds. Fair enough? Let me know who's going to buy one. If you have $25, don't email me for a free one. There are people who are driving a 1999 Chevy that don't have an extra $25. They're driving a 2001 Honda and they don't have an extra $25. They're just getting by. They're working a day job, then doing DoorDash at night. If you have the $25, it's flat. There's no shipping. You get 2. It's $25. It's $25. And you get 2. So that means you can get one and you have one for a friend. Don't ask me where I'm coming from. Don't ask me where I'm going. Don't ask me where I've been. Don't ask me if I've been drinking. Don't ask me if I have a gun. I'll take no tests, no searches or seizures. Use the address on my ID. I'll give no additional information. Everything I need to provide is in the slip below. And then you have your shit together just like this. Your license, registration, proof of insurance. Just like that. If you're like this, it goes up in your visor. Cop pulls you over. You're in touchdown position just like this. The touchdown position is also now in the trifold. Cop has you pulled over. You're at touchdown position. Touchdown position. Left hand grabs your information. Right hand grabs your phone. Right there. Just like that. Left hand grabs your trifold and your documents. Right hand is filming just like that. Just like that. You're at touchdown position. Just like the referees in football, I'm at touchdown position. Now I'm not going to get shot. I got you East Carbon Exposed, and I gave a trifold to Eunez in Ohio in your name, my friend, in your name. So then EIL, how do I say your name? Delete Lawz. While certainly there's no lack of work to be done, could you offer some positive, amazing things you see happening like never before, please? Yes, I can, but I can't tell you exactly what it is right now because I got to get permission from the confidential informant who gave it to me. I have some amazing information to give you, but I have to follow a process because I cannot expose the confidential informant until that person is ready for me to say it out loud, okay? But there is something amazing going on. I don't know how to say your username. Thank you for the super chat. EIOL. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. Oh, Lucas. You got kicked out? Or you didn't get, you just were spamming, Lucas. Mikey B is in the chat. Mikey B is in the chat. What's up, Playboy? Mikey B, we only need Chevy. We need V. Boyer, Danelle, Liberty Lane. Right on. Right Way Ministries. I hope that you're here sometime, my friend. Like LOL. Oh, okay, so it's LOL. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. I hate being pulled over because I have a cool wrap on my vehicle, said Dat Raider. Dat Raider, dude, if you have a wrap on your vehicle, go to my website and buy a trifold. If you really want to upgrade and you don't want the polypropylene, because it's not made of paper, it's polypropylene, get the plaque for your wrap car. This plaque is badass. You see that? It's made out of acrylic. And you got to peel the sticker off. There's a sticker on it when you get it. It's a clear sticker. It kind of has a weird film. Peel the sticker off, front and back. You hear me? Dat Raider, I hate getting pulled over because I have a cool wrap on my car. So if you know they're going to pull you over, then prepare yourself. Get ready. Get ready. Who's going to buy 3? Who's going to buy 3? I need to sell 3 more trifolds. I'm going to give 3 more away. Let's sell 3. I'm going to give away 3. Go to my website, Delete Lawz, DeleteLawz.com with a Z. Let's sell 3 more. Let's give 3 more away. Let's go. Another video. Thank you, Jennifer Hill, for sending me this video. Okay, so this video is kind of long. We're going to watch a bit of it, but here it is.
Hitting me! Oh my God! Get on the ground right now! I'm not doing anything! You get on the ground right now! I'm not doing anything! Get out of the ground! Get on the ground! I haven't done anything! Hey! Get on the ground right now! That is not cool, brother. You're fighting with us.
The person who had stopped for license and registration, inherently expecting him to be reaching for things. So I'm not so sure the simple fact that at some point he reached for something else, well, that trumps everything else. You're allowed to apply what seemed to be pretty dramatic force, up to and including a body slam, well after there was any risk of somebody reaching into the next seat. So it seems to me basically that your characterization depends upon your acceptance of, or the jury's acceptance of your view of the facts. And if the jury could reasonably conclude to the contrary, how is this a summary judgment?
That force was applied, which is the point the court must look at. That's the point where the threat occurred. I will agree with the court.
Stop you there. at the time of the body slam, exactly what threat was being posed?
The same threat that was posed before. The threat was not contained until Mr. Dominguez had been out of the car and handcuffed, searched. He had not been searched. The vehicle had not been searched. MIMS allows
You're
this
answering
officer...
broadly. At the time of the body slam, what was the threat?
The threat was he was still struggling with the officer. The officer was in the act. It's a fluent act of the officer getting him out of the vehicle and onto the ground so they can get him in handcuffs. At no point did Mr. Dominguez give the officer any indicia of compliance. He ignored every single comment, every single command by the officer. The officer had absolutely every right to order him out of the car and for him to be out of the car.
When you say non-compliant, ignored every command, isn't that looking at the facts in the light most favorable to your client? I mean, we've all watched the video, and it struck me that while nobody in this video is behaving entirely sensibly, in the light most favorable to the driver, it appears that he was trying to comply with giving them identification. He was trying to comply with ratcheting things down. Why should we look at it in the light most favorable to your client in terms of whether he was complying or not complying? Why shouldn't we?
No, it's not a DEI lawyer. The only place that I don't believe women should work is in the field being a police officer where they're expected to take on a man. I have worked for plenty of women in my life. I have no problem with women being the boss, being in charge, owning the company. I have a problem when we as a society put women in a pit with men and say, you can take him on because we gave you a badge. That's my problem.
We just look at the video and look at it in the light most favorable to the driver.
On a dark Scottsdale roadway, a routine traffic stop involving Andres Dominguez turned into
a routine traffic stop. So in other words, it's just routine that we get pulled over all the time, constantly. It's routine.
Confrontation that would eventually become a federal civil rights lawsuit. According to Dominguez's allegations, Scottsdale police officers Daniel Kohler and Nicholas McKelly used excessive force during the nighttime stop, leading him to claim his Fourth Amendment rights were violated. The officers disputed that characterization, arguing their actions were reasonable under the circumstances.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Where you headed?
Where am I headed?
Yeah.
I live in Tempe.
You live in Tempe?
Yeah.
Cool,
I got
man.
a job over here at on Scottsdale and Camelback. No, it's not where I'm going. I'm going home.
Okay.
I gotta get changed because I got another job in Phoenix.
Okay.
Right there, with that information right there, using the 1989 case of Socolow, if you tell the cop where you're coming from and where you're going to, he can now label you a drug courier based on his training and experience, can pull you out of the car, put you in torture cuffs, and put you in a caged car, essentially arresting you just because you told him where you're coming from and where you're going to. That's the 1989 case of Socolow. When the cop asks you, where are you coming from? Respectfully, officer, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. It's in yellow, and I'm on a green screen, so you can't see it. But it says right there, I invoke the Fifth. Never tell the cop where you're coming from and where you're going to. Never. Never. Ever. Let's listen to it again.
I got a job over here at on Scottsdale and Camelback.
So now, Scottsdale and Camelback, and where are you going to?
No, it's not where I'm going. I'm going home.
Okay.
Now the cop can say from the address on his ID and Scottsdale and Camelback that between his house and between Scottsdale and Camelback, between those 2 points is a trap house or a whorehouse. And they can now say that he's a John or he's a drug dealer or he's a drug courier based on their training and experience. The most benign question that you think is going to be no problem. If you tell the cop where you're coming from and where you're going to, he can put you in torture cuffs immediately and search your car. Did you know that? Put a 1 in the chat if you didn't know that. Put a 2 in the chat if you did.
Changed because I got another job in Phoenix.
Okay.
Did I break a law?
You live in Tempe?
I live in Tempe.
Okay. What's with the attitude, man?
I'm in
What's
a hurry.
with the
I don't
attitude?
know. I don't break it. I'm a very, very cautious, good driver.
Okay.
I saw you when I made my U-turn.
Right.
I know I didn't break any laws, so I'm curious of why
you know that you didn't break any laws? So are you saying that I'm violating your rights right now?
I haven't had a
Yes, you're violating my rights. Yes. Why don't you tell him yes? But I wouldn't say any of that shit. I would invoke the Fifth.
traffic ticket in a very long time. I'm
Okay.
a very good driver.
Okay.
So what's
So,
up?
do you just not like the police or what?
Look, sir, I don't have time for this. I have to go home. I have to get changed. I have a shift that starts at 8 o'clock.
Well, that's going to take you longer if you keep the attitude.
Well, I don't have an attitude.
So he's harassing him because of his attitude, he's saying. You stop somebody based on a code, statute, or ordinance. He stopped him for no reason.
I didn't break any laws, so I'm curious of why
You know that you didn't break any laws?
I know I didn't break any laws, so why are you pulling me over?
So are you saying that I'm violating your rights right now?
I haven't had a traffic
Yes, he's violating it. I haven't had a
ticket in a very long time. I'm
Okay.
a very good driver.
Okay.
So what's
So,
up?
do you just not like the police or what?
Look, sir, I don't have time.
I don't like to be harassed by the police. And he says, look, sir, I don't have time. I have a shift I have to go to. But don't say any of these things. The cop doesn't give a shit about you. And remember, they're going to body slam him. He talked.
This, I have to go home. I have to get changed. I have a shift that starts at 8 o'clock.
Well, that's going to take you longer if you keep the attitude.
Well, I don't have an attitude. Do you want to tell me what you need?
Yeah, I need your license, registration, proof of insurance. I also need to know if there's any guns or knives in the
I
car.
don't have any guns. I'm an armed guard, but I don't have my gun with me.
Okay.
I'm
Is that-
I'm a security guard.
At some place.
There's some condominiums right behind there. It's called.
Is that where you do security?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I had a key fob. And I took it last night. I took it home.
Okay.
I did a 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. shift, and I went home with it, and I was so tired, and I had to go to Phoenix because my TV broke, so I had to go to my storage.
Okay.
And I had to unload all my stuff in there, and I got my stuff over here. So you see, I got my, and I had to take it back over here. So.
Okay.
The car's.
Put a 1 in the chat if the cop doesn't give a shit about any of those things. Put a 1 in the chat if the cop doesn't give a flying fuck about your storage, about your job, about anything else.
Registered under my mom's name.
Okay.
And so.
So you're a security guard, but you have an attitude towards the police, but you have this almost the same job as we do.
You better lose your attitude, okay?
Okay.
I don't even
Go ahead and step out of the car.
You don't have a right to open.
Go ahead and step out of the car.
This is private property.
Go ahead and step
Do
out.
not touch me.
Get out of the car.
Do not touch me.
Get out of the car.
Do
I'm
not
gonna rip
touch
you out of the car.
Do not touch me. Hey!
Get out of the car.
Get out of the car right now. I haven't done anything. Get out. Are you serious?
Get out of the car.
I haven't done anything.
Car right now. I'm gonna hurt you if you don't get out of the car right now.
I'm going to hurt you. Yeah, you know what, pig? If I decided to fight you, you'd have to shoot me, bud. Because I could beat the piss out of you.
What the f*** are you doing? Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car right now.
Hitting me. Oh my God.
Get on the ground right now.
Oh, they don't give a shit
Get
about
on
you.
the ground right now.
Doing
Get out of the ground. Get on the ground.
I haven't done anything.
Yes, Trevor.
Hey, get on the ground right now. That is not cool, brother. You're fighting with us.
I didn't fight. I got the insurance right here.
Stop fighting. Stop resisting right now. Stop resisting.
You're hurting me. I got nothing in my hand.
I'm going to tase you.
Don't tase me.
Stop resisting.
Dude, I don't have any weapons.
Stop
I don't have
resisting.
anything. Ow! Ow!
Stop resisting, man.
Ow! Ow! Help! Help!
Stop resisting.
Help! Help! Help!
Stop resisting.
Help! Behind your back! Help!
Put your hands behind your back.
Help! Help! You're hurting me!
Stop resisting, man.
You're hurting me! Help
Put your hands behind your back.
Help me!
Stop blood.
Help me! Help me! Help! Help! Help me! Help me!
Stop. Release your hands.
Help! I'm not doing
Stop
anything!
resisting.
I didn't do anything! You attacked me!
Stop resisting right now.
You attacked me!
Calm down.
You attacked me! That hurts! They're hurting my ankles! You're on my legs! Help me!
Calm down.
Help me! You're hurting me! Please stop hurting me! You're hurting my legs! You're hurting my legs! Please stop hurting me!
4035,
Please.
we have one detained.
Stop hurting me!
Roll fire for
Please stop hurting me!
face laceration, and you can unrestrict.
Please stop hurting me!
Why are you fighting with me?
Ow! Ow! You're hurting my
Okay, roll
ankle!
him over.
You're hurting my ankle!
Stop.
You stop yelling.
Stop kicking him.
Oh my God! I cannot believe you did this to me! I live in Tempe!
You were fighting with me, bro.
No one's I'm in my car! Who's fighting? You wouldn't get out when I asked you to. You don't have a reason to take me out of my car. And you said you usually carry a gun with you. You started. You're lying. I didn't say. I said I am a security guard. That's an armed security guard. No, I said I do own it. You said, do you have a weapon? I said I do own a gun. You won't get out of the car and you're reaching around. Sir, I'm not.
So the cop lied. Why did the cop lie? Because he talked. I've got Fifth Amendment cop cards, Fifth Amendment plaques, Fifth Amendment trifolds. Is there a theme here, people?
No. You're wrong. My safety's number one, man. You're lying. I hope you have your video camera on. It is.
Did you hear what he just said? Did you hear what he just said? Listen to it again, folks. Listen to it again. Listen to what the cop says.
My safety's number one, man. You're lying.
My safety's number one, man. Fuck you, dude.
I hope you have your video camera on. It is. I'm going to charge you. My safety. Please don't hurt my ankle, sir.
4035. We're update location Scottsdale, Maine.
Please, sir, don't hurt my ankle.
No one's hurting your ankles.
You're putting pressure on my ankles.
Okay, I'm gonna release it. Are you gonna keep on fighting?
I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
Help me! Help!
You good? Yeah.
Dominguez filed a lawsuit under 42 U.S.C. Section 1983, accusing the officers of excessive force and the city of Scottsdale of related failures, while the officers sought protection under qualified immunity. After a federal district court refused to dismiss the claims against the officers, Kohler and McKelly appealed, bringing the dispute before the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals for oral arguments on March 7, 2023. During the appeal, attorneys for Scottsdale and the officers argued that the lower court was wrong to deny qualified immunity. They maintained that the officers were responding to a rapidly developing situation during a nighttime traffic stop, and that their actions should be judged from the perspective of reasonable officers facing the circumstances at the scene.
Is now in session.
Good morning, aloha, and welcome to the Ninth Circuit. I and my colleagues, Judge Clifton and Judge Desai, are delighted to be here in Las Vegas. Today, we have 4 cases on the oral argument calendar. We will take the cases in the order they appear on the calendar. The first case we're going to hear is Dominguez versus City of Scottsdale. And I think for all 4 cases...
So the reason why he said aloha is because if you don't know, the Ninth Circuit's going to cover Alaska, Washington, Arizona, California, Hawaii, Idaho, Montana, parts of Montana, not all of Montana, Nevada, and Oregon. That's why he said aloha. So that judge could be from Hawaii. I don't know the answer. I'm just telling you which states cover the Ninth Circuit.
All counsel are present. So counsel for the appellant, whenever you are ready, you may begin. There are 15 minutes aside.
Thank you, Your Honor. My name is Lori Davis. May it please the court. I represent Officers Kohler and McKelly in the city of Scottsdale in this matter. I'd also like to reserve 5 minutes of my time for rebuttal. Mr. Dominguez reached. Plaintiff admits he reached, and it's...
There it is right there. What do I teach you guys? Have your stuff in your visor. Have your license, registration, proof of insurance. The cops have a way to get out of violating your rights. They say he reached, and all the judges, not all of them, these ones are not going to agree, but most of the time you go in from a judge and they all agree, oh yeah, he reached. All your stuff goes in your trifold or next to your plaque up in your visor. Go to my website, DeleteLawz.com, DeleteLawz.com, get a trifold or get a plaque, and I'll give a couple more away, but I haven't got any more orders, so I can't give any away. I've got to get a couple more orders before I give more trifolds away.
It's on the video. Plaintiff's sudden reach into the dark, cluttered interior of his car, away from the officer, is what sets this case apart from all others cited by the plaintiff in the court below. No force was used before the reach. The reach precipitated.
You guys think that... So look, you don't need my products to invoke the Fifth, but you got to get your shit together. You have to have it like this. Every time she's saying, he reached, I think to myself, all I do is sit here and teach you guys to get your shit together, get it with your plaque or get it with your trifold, put it up there. If you don't have the plaque or trifold, that's fine. You still have your shit together in your visor. And when the cops come up, you say, here you go, officer. Here's my license, registration, proof of insurance. Here you go. Hands at touchdown position. Will you step out of the car? You bet. No problem. Hands never go below the steering wheel. Then when you go to court, there's no piece of shit lawyer sitting there saying, oh, he reached.
The force. And it was in that tense moment after the 7th command and warning to get out of the car under the totality of the circumstances known to the officer at the time that the reach occurred. Ninth Circuit case from 2009, Ramirez versus City of Buena Park, instructs officers that sudden movements or attempts to reach for an object not immediately identifiable supports the reasonable belief of an officer that the suspect is armed and dangerous.
So, counsel.
So just you reaching anywhere is enough for the cops to say you're armed and dangerous. What a crock of fucking shit. That's what a total police state is. That's what Terry versus Ohio has done. Officer safety over your rights. Oh, he reached.
The district court said, I think it's ER 15, but page 13 of the district court's order, defendants claim Kohler believed Dominguez posed a threat to officer safety. Defendants, however, failed to point to objective facts in the record that substantiate Kohler's beliefs or concern. Is it your view that the video, what you've just described as the reach, that's what you rely on for us to determine that the district court just simply as a matter of law got this wrong?
Your Honor, I believe it's the totality of the circumstances. I think you start with the fact that traffic stops.
The totality of circumstances comes from which case? Which case is it? Team DLZ, you guys should know this.
Inherently dangerous. We know that 2,000 officers are assaulted and 10 officers are killed each year feloniously with weapons in traffic-related pursuits. In Michigan versus Long.
Cortez versus United States, 1980 says that they can use the totality of circumstances.
United States Supreme Court opinion affirms that fact, that they're inherently dangerous. And the reason for that is because a weapon can be hidden in a car in the tight compartments under the seat, in between the seats at any point. In this particular circumstance, the tensions had risen, and that's very clear from the video, to the point where Mr. Dominguez said, you'd better lose your attitude.
Well, I watched the video, and I've got to say, it's not hard for me to understand how a jury conclude that it was your client who was the instigator, your client who upped the ante, your client who injected that pressure. It was your client that asked the person who had stopped for license and registration, inherently expecting him to be reaching for things. So I'm not so sure the simple fact that at some point he reached for something else, well, that trumps everything else. You're allowed to apply what seemed to be pretty dramatic force, up to and including a body slam, well after there was any risk of somebody reaching into the next seat. So it seems to me basically that your characterization depends upon your acceptance of, or the jury's acceptance of your view of the facts. And if the jury could reasonably conclude to the contrary, how is this a summary judgment?
The jury could not reasonably conclude to the contrary. Again, we have a tense situation. I think.
Why not?
The primary problem here, Your Honor, is we have admitted facts that establish reasonableness when viewed from the officer's perspective.
Well, so, let's go through the facts. Which facts do you tell us are enough and undisputed to establish reasonableness?
The reach itself, and it was a fast.
So we got the reach. Okay. Let's check out what else is there.
All right, the fact that he said he's an armed guard, but he doesn't have his gun with him. What reasonable officer is going to believe he doesn't have his gun until he's been patted down?
That pursued the security guard angle and kept insisting, how can you be hostile to the police if you're a security guard? There was no suggestion that he was armed, and there was nothing said by the individual that suggested he was looking to impose any risk or danger or threatening the officer in any way.
At the point that that force was applied, which is the point the court must look at, that's the point where the threat occurred. I will agree with the court.
You there. At the time of the body slam, exactly what threat was being posed?
The same threat that was posed before. The threat was not contained until Mr. Dominguez had been out of the car and handcuffed, searched. He had not been searched. The vehicle had not been searched. MIMS allows this officer.
You're answering broadly. At the time of the body slam, what was the threat?
The threat was he was still struggling with the officer. The officer was in the act. It's a fluent act of the officer getting him out of the vehicle and onto the ground so they can get him in handcuffs. At no point did Mr. Dominguez give the officer any indicia of compliance. He ignored every single comment, every single command by the officer. The officer had absolutely every right to order him out of the car and for him to be out of the car.
When you say non-compliant, ignored every command, isn't that looking at the facts in the light most favorable to your client? I mean, we've all watched the video, and it struck me that while nobody in this video is behaving entirely sensibly, in the light most favorable to the driver, it appears that he was trying to comply with giving them identification. He was trying to comply with ratcheting things down. Why should we look at it in the light most favorable to your client in terms of whether he was complying or not complying? Why shouldn't we just look at the video and look at it in the light most favorable to the driver?
The Supreme Court requires us to look at, the court to look at the facts, the admitted facts from a reasonable officer's perspective.
Right, but that's not the same as in the light most favorable to your client.
Your Honor, we have, at the point that he has ordered out, he's orders Mr. Dominguez out of the vehicle 7 times, and on the 7th time in the warning, get out or I'm going to rip you out of the car.
Isn't he also standing in front of the door, not allowing the driver to get out of the car while he's ordering him out of the car?
Judge Desai, I believe that it is I think is a red herring for the point of the use of force. There was no force used. He's ordering him out of the car. Plaintiff is leaning back, much like you or I might do if we drop our cell phone in our car. But what is he leaning back for? Is he leaning back from a reasonable officer's perspective to gain access to something, to gain a weapon? And then when he reaches suddenly back, is the officer not reasonable in perceiving that to be an imminent threat? And that's the point that force is used, regardless of whether he could get out of the car or not. At that point, Mr. Dominguez was a passive resistor until the point that he chose to make that sudden, unexpected reach, which was different from every other fidget or looking for papers. The tensions had risen at that point, and he unexpectedly reached into the dark interior compartment of that car.
Oh, it wasn't all that dark because the other officer was on the other side shining his flashlight in that direction.
There's no evidence, Judge Clifton, that Officer Kohler saw anything that the flashlight was shined upon. And even if it did.
I'm not saying what he saw. I'm saying it wasn't all that dark. You're trying to emphasize it's dark, and I'm saying, gee, a flashlight is going through with the officer on the other side. So, again, it seems to me that your argument depends on a certain characterization of the facts, and that's not what we're supposed to be doing here. If the facts are disputed, if there's a genuine issue of material fact, which there appears to be, then summary judgment doesn't appear appropriate. Now, if you want to settle on the uncontested facts, that's fine, but you're not doing that. You're insisting, for example, sudden reach into a dark part of the car, and that is not uncontested. So tell me, based on uncontested facts, I accept the law that says we look from the perspective of the officer, but I also accept the law that says contested facts, we look from the non-movement's perspective. In this case, that's the plaintiff. So you've got to get us to facts that are not contested that establish the basis for qualified immunity. And all of your arguments so far seem to me to wander into the territory that requires us to accept facts that are not uncontested.
Mr. Dominguez reached into the car. We do not know, from the officer's perspective, where was he reaching? Was he reaching under the seat, between the seats? If it was daylight, I mean, it makes it worse that it was dark and that the flashlight might intermittently be showing things. But the court has clearly recognized that weapons can be hidden anywhere, and this car was clearly cluttered. In addition, we have admitted facts. We have the reach. We have the active resistance that Matos defines, the clutching of the wheel, the bracing inside the car, and you see the ignored commands on the video. You see the continued resistance as he gets out of the car. And I will respectfully disagree with the district court that the video doesn't contradict Mr. Dominguez's story. It clearly does. And I'll refer the court to Officer McKelly's on-body camera video.
We've all watched the video. Mm-hmm. You can take that as a given. I got to say, the impression I came out of it, and we haven't conversed among ourselves, but the impression I came out didn't really corroborate the officer's description. And so a jury looking at that might reach the same kind of conclusion I reached, which is, the officer was the one who was instigating this problem. He didn't really seem threatened.
The officer did not ask Mr. Dominguez to reach. The officer reacted to the reach. The officer asked for his license and registration. He was expressing his suspicion with the story that's being given by Mr. Dominguez. And I think when you look at the moment of the reach, it is whether an objective officer would have reacted to that reach. Would an officer sit back and wait? Mullinex versus Luna tells them that he doesn't have to do that.
So, counsel, what the district court found at ER 16 is a reasonable jury could conclude that when taking the totality of the circumstances into account, Kohler unnecessarily created his own sense of urgency, and the potential threat of a weapon without more did not create an immediate danger that justified the use of substantial force. Do you think the district court's determination there was wrong as a matter of law?
I do, Your Honor. I do not believe there was substantial force issued. It was hands-on only force. No weapon was used. He had an absolute right to get him out of the car. You see him pulling. You see him pushing. You see, in response to the active resistance, which he knows he can't use his taser because Mattos told us he can't use his taser. And so in the face of active resistance. And so he's doing everything he can to get the man out of the car and onto the ground and into handcuffs so that he can safely search him, search the vehicle, and conduct his investigation. Every step of the way, Mr. Dominguez fought him. And every step of the way, the force was proportional to the threat posed by Mr. Dominguez.
Bullshit.
Reasonableness all the way. And not only that, Your Honor, clearly established. Where's the case? Where's the case that shows him what he should be doing? Where's it on squarely on all fours governing these facts? This was not a passive resistance situation.
Bullshit.
He reached into the interior of his vehicle.
So she's saying that just him reaching is an act of that he's going to get a weapon. Bass Fish just bought a trifold. I got to give a trifold away. If you guys are new to my channel, what this is it's a guide for what you do when you get pulled over. You get it on DeleteLawz.com. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit that subscribe button. Bass Fish out of Missouri. I'm going to give away a free trifold right now to someone who emailed me. And the last person who emailed me, there was one right here. Bob. Is it Bob? Bob in Idaho. Longtime watcher. I'm on disability. I can't afford it. Can you please give me a free trifold? I'm giving you a free trifold because Bass Fish bought one. I got you, brother. Taking a screenshot of your information right now. Bob in Idaho. Sorry you're on disability, brother. Love you, man. I hope this trifold really helps you when you get pulled over. Follow the step-by-step. There's a bunch of cases in there. Learn the law. Bass Fish, I'm sending you 2. Bass Fish bought 1. I'm sending you 2, and I'm sending 1 to Bob Quinn. Get yours on DeleteLawz.com with a Z. Get yours on DeleteLawz. If you want to step up and upgrade your trifold, get a plaque. It's made out of acrylic. Exact same information, but it's made out of acrylic plaque. See how thick it is? Thanks. I appreciate your support. Bass Fish. I hope that Bob gets his trifold. Thanks, Bob.
Away from the officer unexpectedly and suddenly. And Ramirez versus City of Buena Park tells us that allows him to have a reasonable belief that the suspect is armed and dangerous.
So just you reaching for anything, man, and I'm going to say it again for the 50th time. Get your license registration laminated. Get a photocopy of your license, front and back. Put it with your trifold or your plaque or even your cop card. Your cop card works the same. It just goes in your wallet. If you want to put it on your visor, you can get it on DeleteLawz.com just like the rest. It goes up here. You film, you hold all your documents with your left hand. You film with your right hand. Touchdown position. She's saying that just the act of reaching justifies the police using force on you.
Did you want to reserve the rest of your time?
I would like that, Your Honor. Thank you.
That's insane. That's insane.
The defense argued that even if a jury could later disagree with the officer's decisions, existing legal precedent did not clearly establish that their conduct crossed a constitutional line at the time, which they said entitled them to qualified immunity. Representing Dominguez, his attorney argued that the evidence showed a constitutional violation and that the officers used force beyond what was reasonably necessary.
Good morning, and may it please the court. Jesse Showalter on behalf of Plaintiff Appellee Andres Dominguez. I think I've known Ms. Davis for a long time. I really respect her, and I feel like she's given me insight into what her jury arguments in this, her closing arguments in this case will be.
Let's look at the reach.
Yeah.
That's what she started with. That's the piece that does seem to be uncontested. Why couldn't the officer have reasonably perceived the situation at the time that your client reached to the other side of the car where
He reached to the other side of the car. That's justification for force.
Kohler, I guess, could not see, and then resisted removing himself, or didn't get out of the vehicle himself, but braced himself in such a way as to make it difficult to extract him from the vehicle. Why isn't that a sufficient basis for the officer to respond with the force that he used?
Well, I think, I know this court is very familiar with the video and what it shows before the reach that Ms. Davis is focused on. And when I say video, I should say multiple videos, is that because both Kohler and McKelly show not just one reach, but multiple reaches. Throughout the time that Andy and Officer Kohler are having this conversation, you can see Andy reaching all over the interior of the vehicle. You can see him reaching into the glove box. There's a point on McKelly's video where you see that, in fact, Andy's reaching into his back pocket. This is all before the reach in question.
Officer Kohler can't see from the perspective of Officer McKelly. And that's why I'm focused on Officer Kohler, because he's the one that applied the force. And you're right. I mean, your client does reach, license, registration, and so forth. But as I'm trying to watch this, and because of the emphasis, I watched it several times, I'm trying to ask myself, well, what could Kohler have perceived? And he's not quite at the same place as the cameras, so you got to project a little bit. What could Officer Kohler have perceived when your client reached, which in your brief you describe as reaching, I think, for his phone, intending to record, but Kohler, of course, doesn't know what he's reaching for and doesn't know the intent is to record. So why couldn't the officer have been sufficiently concerned at that point to have applied the force to try to extract your client from the car, to which your client offered resistance?
Well, and my answer is to why a reasonable officer would not have perceived this reach as posing a threat is that there had already been multiple reaches. And a reasonable officer in a traffic stop situation knows reasonably that every single traffic stop situation is going to require him to ask the occupant of the car to reach for something.
Okay, so let's take that. What case is there that is not at a high level of generality, which puts the officer on notice that if there have been previous reaches, that basically he has to disregard any potential danger from a similar kind of reach? What is there that says initial reaches are different than a case with like one reach and the reaction is based on that one reach, other than at a high level of generality?
If qualified immunity requires that level of granularity and particularity, I think the court knows I don't have a case that says what you're saying.
But your argument is this isn't the one reach case where you're saying, it sounds like you're saying, oh, just one sudden reach. That's a different circumstance. And in that case, the officer can pull him out of the car, but with multiple reaches cannot. And isn't that the kind of situation where this Supreme Court has repeatedly told our court, you need something not at that, you need something more on point than you can't use unreasonable, unnecessary force?
No, because that's not what my argument is with respect to the reaches. My argument with respect to the reaches is that the jury can look at this video and say, Officer Kohler watched Andy reach multiple times and didn't perceive any danger from it. And a reasonable officer in this context would not have perceived any danger from it. And had Officer Kohler perceived a danger, had he actually been concerned that there was a weapon in the car, or had a reasonable officer been concerned that there was a weapon in the car, one of the instructions he would have given to the car occupant is, you know what, because we talked about a gun, I need you to keep your hands where I can see them. I need you to not make any sudden reaches, and I'm going to ask you to get out of the car, or anything along those lines.
And is there any case from the Supreme Court or our court at other than a high level of generality where that kind of detailed instruction is given to put the officer on notice that not saying those types of things is going to subject the officer to liability?
I don't think that's what qualified immunity requires, is that level of particularity. And the Supreme Court has repeatedly said that. And I think the cases I would point to are Hope v. Pelser, Taylor v. Riojas, and also, there's a Brousseau v. Haugen, in which the Supreme Court was not kind to the Ninth Circuit, but the Supreme Court noted that there are many cases in which Graham v. Connor put officers on notice of what the law is.
So Graham versus Connor is the 1989 Supreme Court case that creates the use of force policy. That use of force will be determined by the objectively reasonable officer on the scene. That now extends into the 2026 case called Case versus Montana, where cops can enter into your house without a warrant based on their objective reasonableness. It's important you understand objective reasonableness.
Circuit, but the Supreme Court noted that there are many cases in which Graham v. Connor put officers on notice of what the law is. And I understand that there are a set of cases in which there's more going on than what's going on here. The context of this case that puts it outside of all the cases that the city relies on starts at the beginning. And that is, Andy brought his car to a stop. He placed his car in park. He rolled down the window. He is submitting to police authority. And all the cases they cite are cases where that did not happen. And so, I think we have to look at it in that context. And in that context, there is a robust set of cases that put the officers on notice that using significant force against somebody who is complying violates the United States Constitution.
Would it have made a difference, in your view, to the...
Using force on someone who is complying is against your constitutional rights.
Qualified immunity analysis, if instead of your client saying, but I don't have a gun with me even though I own one, your client had said nothing about the gun, would that have made a difference to the qualified immunity analysis if he just hadn't said anything about whether he was carrying his weapon with him?
Well, so when you say the qualified immunity analysis, do you mean, does that change the analysis with respect to the first prong, which is whether there's a constitutional violation?
Either prong.
Because I think on the first... I'm not certain how it shakes out. If he had been difficult, I think if that were the case, then it becomes murkier. But here, you have no objective basis for Officer Kohler to believe that there is any weapon in the car. You have no objective basis for Officer Kohler to believe that Andy poses any kind of a threat.
Oh, no. The objective basis is that he reached. Like I tell you to keep all your stuff in your visor. They're saying he reached is enough. And this is Ninth Circuit judges, but all the other circuits are not nearly as liberal as the Ninth Circuit.
These weird statements Officer Kohler imagines, it seems, that Andy is somehow anti-government or anti-cop. And there's no basis for that. And throughout the pleadings, that's the argument they make, is that he was anti-government. It seems to be made up. And the same with the gun. Officers can't imagine a gun where there is not one.
Well, officers can reasonably be afraid of the uncertainties of traffic.
Officers can reasonably be afraid. Bunch of cucks.
Stops. And here, added to this is the fact that your client admitted he owns a gun. So this is different than just some random motorist who has said nothing about owning a gun or not owning a gun. Isn't that a difference that's relevant?
I don't believe it is, because there's more than 300, there's like something like 800 million guns in private hands in the United States.
My friend, this is, so a couple discrepancies here. You don't give the cop your trifold, or you don't give the cop your plaque. You read it as you hold it in your hand and you're filming. That's how you do it. And I'm used to litigating in federal courts. It's weird to watch state circuit courts. This is the Ninth Circuit Federal Court. Justice for all. This is the Ninth Circuit Federal Court. One of the judges is from Hawaii. He said aloha. So I don't know how you thought this was state court, but I'm open to being wrong, but I don't think that I am. Dan Hanlon.
States of America. And in Arizona, which is a open carry
random motorist who has said nothing about owning a gun or not owning a gun. Isn't that a difference that's relevant?
I don't believe it is, because there's, I think, 300, there's more than 300, there's like something like 800 million guns in private hands in the United States of America. And in Arizona, guns? Which is a open carry, concealed carry, however you want to carry state.
That's right.
That argument means that
58144.
They can use force, almost up to deadly force, in any traffic stop.
Any traffic stop.
If anybody makes any sudden movement.
No matter what, you can use
And if
force.
that's the law, I mean...
Didn't the district court consider this exact fact when it conducted its analysis and cited to Young and Rice and saying that even if the officer believed that the statement that your client had a gun raised some concern about the officer's safety, they still had a responsibility to use alternative, less intrusive means to accomplish their goal, as opposed to moving directly to the excessive force that was used in this case.
That's right.
That's correct.
That's correct. And you're only going to get you might get them in some circuits, but the Ninth Circuit, they're actually going to ask the questions and question the cop. Which she's saying here that before you went to force, was there other things they could have done? Yes, there was.
And I think the district court did a really good job of doing that analysis. The district court is very explicit about what it's doing. It did the Scott v. Harris analysis. It looked at the video. It compared the video to the statements that Andy made, and it said Andy's statements about what happened do not clearly contradict this video. And it said a reasonable jury can look at this in the light most favorable to Andy and find that this was a constitutional violation. And so, I think I'm very lucky in this case to have the district court's briefing, on that topic, and it really went through the law and it went through the facts. And there is something else that I wanted to point out because I don't think it's been captured in the briefing.
Shirley, you already won a free trifold. Shirley in Brooklyn, I'm already sending you a free trifold. Do you need two? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't think, I wish the district court would have gone a little bit farther with this, because I think there's a really important point, which is the point at which Officer Kohler instructs Andy to get out of the car and then steps into the door frame. Because at that point, I want to...
He instructs Andy out of the car, and then the cop steps into the door frame. So if he's ordering you out of the car, and so just think about this. Cop orders you out of the car. You say, okay, I'll get out. You open your door. Then the cop steps into the door frame. Well, how are you supposed to get out of the car without being attacked? Oh, but the cop is afraid because he reached and said that he was a security guard, and he did own a firearm. So that means he has a firearm and he wants to shoot the police. Automatically, you want to shoot police, right? It's such a lie.
Kohler instructs Andy to get out of the car and then steps into the door frame. Because at that point, I want to know what exactly Andy could have done that Officer Kohler would not have claimed justified force. If Andy had moved toward him in compliance with his purported command, and I don't think it's a command at all, but if Andy had moved toward him, Andy would be accused of reaching, lunging, right? If Andy moves away from him, which is what happened, and by the way, Andy has his hands in the air in response to that, again, clearly submitting to authority. I think a reasonable jury could find there is no passive resistance.
What do I teach you guys? Put your hands at touchdown position. You guys are seeing this in the federal Ninth Circuit. He said reaching equals a threat. He said when you comply to authority and your hands are up. I don't teach you touchdown position because I don't know these things. I teach you to put your hands at touchdown position because I know this is showing that you've surrendered. No problem, officer. You want me to step out of the car? Yes, I'll step out of the car, officer. Can you open the door for me? Because I don't want to put my hands down below my steering wheel. I teach you guys what I've learned by doing 24 years of case study. You can get the 320 cases that I've personally memorized on my website. I'm teaching you guys what you're seeing in federal court. You're hearing and seeing what he's saying. Look at the lawyer. He's saying the man gave up. He put his hands at a submission position. That's touchdown position right there. Do you see it? You can get it on DeleteLawz.com. Are you paying attention? Everything I'm saying is being validated right here in the Ninth Circuit. Everything I'm teaching you is right here in front of you.
It's here. Andy is faced with an angry officer who uses obscenities against him, who repeatedly makes false accusations that he's anti-police. And Andy is in an impossible situation where there's no direction he can move without potentially being accused of a crime.
Yeah. Even reaching is a threat.
And
even reaching is a threat.
What a reasonable jury can say is Officer Kohler had 7 years of experience, 7 years of doing traffic stops.
And what good did it do for the people? Nothing. It just made money for the state.
What he's doing when he steps into that door frame is creating a situation where he can charge the person with resisting arrest no matter what happens.
Yes. So when he steps into the door frame, when he orders Andy out of the car, when he steps into the door frame, Andy's automatically resisting arrest.
And you can see in that video, and a reasonable jury will see in that video, that Andy knows he's in an impossible situation, and he doesn't know what to do because he's faced with an angry, aggressive officer. And Andy describes him. One of the problems with body camera video, I think, is it doesn't show what the officer looks like. It doesn't show how they are behaving. And I think a reasonable jury can say, the video, I think, allows us to say, you know what? These guys were on notice. This isn't even a qualified immunity situation. We can look at this video and say, you know what? Maybe a reasonable jury can say, Officer Kohler should not be a police officer. He should not be entitled to qualified immunity. This is the kind of malicious or incompetent action where I think that might apply. I don't think this court needs to find that. I think this court can rely on what the district court.
The Supreme Court lets us reach out and say, well, this guy's acting so bad that we're dismissing this whole area of the law. So I'm hearing your jury argument now. You're both practicing for what might have come, but I'm not sure that helps us.
I don't think it helps you but I think that the district court's analysis is accurate. The district court's analysis is correct. It identified a robust set of cases which stand for the proposition that failure to immediately and completely comply with a purported police command, it does not justify significant force.
Let me play that again for you guys because the lawyer stuttered, but just pay attention. Try to follow him because he stutters, but listen to this one little clip here.
Analysis is accurate. The district court's analysis is correct. It identified a robust set of cases which stand for the proposition that failure to immediately and completely comply with a purported police command, it does not justify significant force.
So he's saying that the district court said that just because you don't immediately and completely comply, that it doesn't justify a significant use of force.
And the significance of the force here is body slammed onto concrete. Andy is very lucky, Officer Kohler is very lucky that his injuries are only what they are.
Right.
That could have been deadly force.
Yes.
That could have been
killed.
A spinal injury. It was a significant degree of force that's shown in that video.
Right.
I'm getting a little off the track there, but
no. You're spot on, lawyer. You're spot on, bro. He's right on the money.
Authority really is robust, and I think what this court can rely on is that it has a history in cases in all different contexts. There's Coles v. Eagle, and there is Rice v. Morehouse, which was a 2011 occurrence that both apply to this situation. But outside of that context, the Ninth Circuit has repeatedly asserted this principle, that you cannot use significant force against people who are at most passively resisting.
Passive. Your hands are up at touchdown position. You're not saying anything other than, I invoke my Fifth Amendment, officer. Step out of the car. Sure, I'll step out. The cop grabs you and slams you against the car. You got a federal civil rights case right there. Because you complied. Your hands were up. You had a plaque or a trifold in one hand or your cop card. You had the camera in the other. Cop's losing his shit. He says, get out of the car now. You get out of the car. The cop grabs you and slams you into the car. That right there is a federal civil rights violation. And you're hearing in the Ninth Circuit, they've repeatedly ruled that you cannot just beat somebody up as they're complying. Yeah, and by the way, someone said this isn't a federal case. Not only is this is in Las Vegas, and the case is out of, I think, Nevada.
I'm almost out of time, and what I will submit to the asserted this principle, that you cannot use significant force against people who are at most passively resisting. I'm almost out of time, and what I will submit to the court is that looking at this from the perspective of how a reasonable jury could, they could find that Andy was not resisting at all.
Right,
Kohler
Justice?
violently and aggressively placed him in an impossible situation, and he did what any citizen would. He put his hands in the air and tried to avoid being hurt.
He put his hands in the air. He put his hands in the air at touchdown position. Listen, I'm asking you to invest $25 into making sure that you follow the policies, procedures, and protocols that I teach you on this trifold to put your hands at touchdown position. Hold the documents in your left hand, your camera in your right. Cop says to get out of the car. Yes, officer, I will exit. Invoke my Fifth Amendment right. Go to the next one right here. Cop asks where you're coming from. Cop demands you to get out of the car right there. Pennsylvania versus Mims. Yes, you must step out. Officer, I will exit. If you follow your $25 investment, if he beats you up and you go to court, you say, Your Honor, I have a very rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols that I follow that I learned from a constitutional law scholar on YouTube, on Instagram. We watch the Ninth Circuit cases. I complied. I was passive. All I said is I invoked my Fifth Amendment. I never said another word. He ordered me out of the car. I got out of the car per the trifold, per the plaque. You spend so much money getting gas, insurance, car washes, you name it. I'm saying invest $25 in making sure you do it exactly right. So that if the cop beats you up or cheats you, you say, look, I've been following this exact policy, procedure, and protocol myself. Let me see. I want to give some away. Have we sold any? I have not looked. We have not sold one during this video. So I need 3 people to go buy one, and I'll give away 3 to people in the crowd. How about that? 3 people. Go to DeleteLawz.com with a Z, and I'll give you 2 for that price, and I'll give away 3 more trifolds. So let's get 3 people, and I'll give away 3 trifolds. You're hearing that I'm correct. You're hearing it. It's amazing.
The plaintiff's side argued that the facts, viewed in Dominguez's favor at the summary judgment stage, created a genuine dispute over whether the officer's actions were excessive under the Fourth Amendment.
Yes, this applies in Ohio. Yes.
Urged the Ninth Circuit to allow the lawsuit to continue, arguing that qualified immunity should not prevent a jury from deciding whether the officer's conduct was unlawful.
Your Honors, there were a lot of questions about the other times that Mr. Dominguez was reaching around in the car. Reaching and fiddling and looking for things is a whole...
I teach you to keep your trifold up in a visor with a rubber band, not to be reaching around the car. If you're poor and white or black or brown, don't reach around.
Scale different from this. Whole scale difference.
So he was reaching around instead of having his hands at touchdown position.
Where's the case? Where's the case that says that Officer Kohler cannot step in that door frame? Where's the case that says...
Well, if he steps in the door frame,
he can't get out.
How is not getting out of the car resisting?
Right.
It's
Right,
passive.
it's a physical
Right.
question, not a
Passive.
legal question.
That's right.
It's passive
That's
resistance.
right.
Mr.
Well,
Dominguez.
Stop. If you cannot open the door to exit, how is not getting out passive resistance?
If you can't get out, how are you
It's
resisting?
not physically possible to
You
exit
can't get out.
if the officer is standing in front of the door. That's
The pig is blocking the door.
the argument being made. I don't know if that's true or not. The video doesn't necessarily contradict that. And so I put it to you. He's arguing, jury could say there's no resistance at all because the problem is that your client decided to stand in front of the door.
Where's the case that says where the officer can stand?
No. It's not a case. It's a fact.
Well, Your
If
Honor.
Your premise is that Dominguez is resisting. The resisting is because he's not getting out of the car. But if he physically can't get out of the car because your client's standing there, where's the resistance?
I
If
think
there's no resistance, there are lots of cases saying that application of this force is not eligible for qualified immunity.
the video clearly shows, Your Honor, that Officer Kohler, when they're having the conversation, Mr. Dominguez says, "You better lose your attitude." Officer Kohler opens the door and says, "I need you to step out of the car."
Why does he say that? I mean, if you want to go to the attitude, it's because your
cop
client
said
has been
it.
dumping on him from the get-go.
From the get-go.
So to say all of this is built upon Mr. Dominguez responding in some fashion to the flame that your client has lit, that's not very persuasive, and it again requires us to accept your version of the facts.
Your bullshit fucking story, lady.
Tell me that the jury has to reach a certain conclusion because at some point Dominguez says, you're the one that's showing attitude. Okay, that case has to go to trial.
What this court must look at is the moment immediately prior to the use of force. Graham says reasonableness at the moment. At the moment the force was used, would an objective officer have responded with force?
So you have to know what Graham versus Connor says. Graham versus Connor says that police have to make split-second decisions. And so the decision they're going to make is based on their objective reasonableness. So because Andy was reaching around the car, he was reaching. And that's a term that both the courts, the prosecutors, and the cops use. Your shit goes in your fucking visor. Your phone goes on your hand when the cop is coming up. You simply give the cop your license, registration, proof, insurance right away. Then you say, I invoke the Fifth Amendment because it's on your trifold. Cop says, get out. You get the fuck out the car.
And at the moment force was used, the immediate moment preceding that was the reach. After that, it was active resistance.
Look at the district court on that, trying to detail the facts, recognizing what both sides say. According to the district court's decision at ER 8, Dominguez puts his hands in the air, holding his license and insurance in hand, and told Kohler, "Do not touch me." Kohler then moved closer and told Dominguez, "Get out of the car or I'm going to rip you out of the car." At the same time, Dominguez repeated, "Do not touch me," and reached for the phone on the passenger seat. Now, if you take that and your client is saying, "Or I'm going to rip you out of the car," that seems to precede, or at least at the same time, that the reach that you're so much depending upon occurs. But Dominguez's reach comes after, it appears, or could come after, according to what the jury might find, after your client says, "Or I'm going to rip you out of the car." Now, who exactly has initiated that problem?
Who escalated it? The fucking pig did.
Injected force into this?
The officer has a right and a duty to exercise unquestioned command of the situation.
Because before he says that,
you lady,
that's before the reach. If you're depending upon the reach to justify the use of force, your client says, "Or I'm going to rip you out of the car," before that reach takes place. So,
but there's no force used. Ultimately, there's no force used until the reach happens.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Thank you, Counselor.
Okay, so listen, the whole case is predicated on him reaching in the car. Are you fucking listening? The entire use of force, the justification of the use of force, is that Andy was reaching around the car and that he talked and said that he was a security guard and he usually has a firearm, but he doesn't now. They're saying exactly what the fuck I'm teaching you. For the love of Jesus, you don't have to have my trifold. You don't have to have my products. You don't have to give me a dime. But what you do got to do is you got to get your license, your registration, your proof of insurance up in the fucking visor. And then when the cop comes up, you just pull, seatbelt still on, cop comes up, phone comes up as he walks up. Do you know why I pulled you over? Here's my license, registration, and proof of insurance, officer. Cop says, you ran that stop sign. You know that? And you say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right, officer. Because if you reach around, that's justifiable. And then the cop can use force on you if your hands are not down. But if you are complying and your hands are in a passive position, use of force is not warranted. It's been ruled on multiple times by the Ninth Circuit. Everything I've ever taught you is justified right here and right now in this one court case. You're hearing it. This is amazing. Damn. Thanks, Jennifer Hill.
Just argued will be submitted.
If you're depending upon the reach to justify the use of force.
She's depending upon the reach to justify the use of force. In the Ninth Circuit, that shit don't fly. In the 10th Circuit, you're fucked.
Your client.
And of the situation.
Because before he says that, that's before the reach. If you're depending upon the reach to justify the use of force, your client says, or I'm going to rip you out of the car before that reach takes place. So,
but there's no force used. Ultimately, there's no force used until the reach happens.
All right. Thank you, Counselor. The case just argued will be submitted.
After hearing arguments, the Ninth Circuit issued its decision on May 8, 2023, affirming part of the lower court's ruling and dismissing part of the appeal, leaving Dominguez's excessive force claims against the officers alive at that stage. However, the case later moved toward resolution, and in June 2023, the parties notified the court that a settlement had been reached. Scottsdale approved a settlement agreement, and the federal district court dismissed the case with prejudice in July 2023, with each side responsible for its own attorney's fees and costs. The settlement resolved the lawsuit, but there is no indication from the public court records that officers Daniel Kohler or Nicholas McKelly were criminally charged or removed from the department as a result.
Let me tell you something. As governor, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a legislator write a bill that says in the state of Nevada, California, Arizona, New Mexico, Florida, wherever I run for office, I'm going to have a bill written by a legislator that says if the cop loses in federal court, automatic criminal charges against the cop. You hear what I'm saying to you? So if a cop uses excessive force on you, the internal affairs investigates and nothing happens, and then the DA declines to press charges against the cop for bashing your face in, you file a federal civil rights lawsuit against the cop, it goes to federal court, the cop loses, he gets denied qualified immunity, and you win your case. In the state I'm governor, there'll be a bill that says there has to be automatic criminal charges against the cop. Automatic. Because you did all the steps and the system failed you. Internal affairs failed you. The district attorney failed you. The state prosecutor failed you. But now you won in federal court, automatic criminal charges against the cop. And if you win in federal court against the cop, in the state that I'm governor, the cop loses his peace officer's license forever. And no reciprocity. Reciprocity is when the cop in California can go to Arizona and use his peace officer's license there. No. Not where I'm governor. Fuck you. You're out. You're out.
Result of the incident.
That was absolutely
lawsuit, but it was a routine.
Okay, so let me check my store. Let me see if I sold any trifolds. I want to give a couple more away here. Okay, so it looks like we did. We did another one. So this is going to be Fred in the Bronx. Fred G in the Bronx. Fred, you bought a trifold? And so now I'm going to give one away. And so the next person getting a free trifold that I'm going to ship to you in the mail, Craig was the last one. And now we got, Kevin J. There's no address, brother. There's no address, Kevin. I can't send you anything without an address. Chrissy B in Louisiana. I'm sending you a free trifold in the mail, my friend, in the mail. And now let me see. There's another one. There's another one that was bought, and this is Scott. Scott in Santa Rosa, California. Scott in Santa Rosa, California. Scott, I'm hooking your order up fat. Thanks for your order, Scott. And let me give away another free trifold right now because Scott in Santa Rosa ordered a trifold, plaque. He ordered a plaque. Let me give it away. So this is going to, I cannot say your name, in San Bruno, California. San Bruno, California. I think that's a Filipino name. Vilsoni in San Bruno. Vilsoni, this is from Scott. He purchased a product. I'm sending it to you. I'm sending you a trifold. Free trifold coming to you in the mail. 100%. Scott, I got you. I'm going to hook you up, dude. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate your support. Scott just bought some stuff for support. He bought a couple plaques, and then he got some digital downloads. Scott, you should have the case law cards, but you do have extra ones there. And then the last one's bass fish. So bass fish. So we already did bass fish. We did Fred in the Bronx, and then we did Scott in Santa Rosa, California. So those are those people who are getting free plaque, free trifolds in the mail. Free trifolds in the mail. Big. I can't keep up with the chat. A trifold is a plaque or a trifold. What it is it's a step-by-step tutorial. Did you get my order? Please give one out for me. BL88, can you tell me a first name on that? BL88. I don't see, if I didn't read your name, I didn't get your order. Any order I get, I give away a free trifold for. Anybody who orders products from me, BL88, can you give me a first name or a last name and I'll look it up? Just put it in the chat because I don't want to skip anybody. Chille, check your super chats and Cash App. I'll check it right now. BL88, I want to make sure that Brett, let me check, Brett. I want to, listen, it's not so much that I don't have to make money. I do. It's so much that if I make a promise and I don't keep it, then I can't look at myself in the mirror, and I don't want that. So I want to be able to look myself in the mirror. That's what matters most to me. So it's Brett. Oh, sorry about that. Let me search that again. So that's Brett in, yeah, that is you, B. Brett in Georgia. Brett in Georgia. Did I say your name earlier, Brett? Let me see. Brett, did I say your name earlier? BL88, did I say your name earlier, Brett? If I haven't said your name out loud, then I haven't given away a trifold in your name. So I want to I'll just do it. Fuck it. Who cares? I'll do it. Let's do it. Let me give away another one. Another free trifold coming from Brett. Luke with the $20 super chat. Luke, what's up, Playboy? Thanks for the support. What's up, Playboy? Luke, what's up, Playboy? Okay, let me give away a free trifold. Alabama. There's no address here. JK in Alabama. I don't have a shipping address, my friend. I'll read your story, but I don't have a shipping address. Then Kimberly. I'm a total retard. That's what she said. Here's my address in Ohio. Kimberly R. in Cleveland. Kimberly R. You are not a retard, Kimberly. Kimberly R. Boom. You got a free trifold. And that was from Brett in Georgia. So you got that one coming from Brett in Georgia. Let me tell you how many I've given away. I said I would give away 10 during this live stream. Let me read how many we're doing. Kimberly in Ohio. Vilsoni in San Bruno, California. Christy in Louisiana. Bob Q in Idaho. Yunez in Ohio. That's 5. Nicole in Missouri. That's 6. This one's so small. Josh S in Texas. That's 7. Cossack in Texas. That's 8. Brian Y in Maine. That's 9. Anthony M in Panama City Beach. That's 10. Jalal in South Carolina. That's 11. James J in Illinois. James J Apartment A in Illinois. That's 12. There it is. Nope, we're not done yet. We got Derek C in Missouri. That's 13. Isaiah in Colorado. Isaiah H in Colorado. That's 14. Ralph G in Maryland. That's 15 trifolds we're giving away. And that's it. So we're giving away 15 during this live. We're giving away 15 trifolds during this live stream. That is absolutely amazing. You're probably not putting it in right, Secret Asian Man, because Luke with the super chat on my Cash App. Man, I appreciate the support, man. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. And then, okay, so you're good, Brick. I'm happy to hear that. And then Luke, appreciate that, man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Double check. Double mic check. Okay. And that was it. Now let me check orders one more time. Okay, that's it for tonight, I think. I think that's it for tonight. The last one was Frederick G in the Bronx, and then it was Scott in Santa Rosa. Do I have any questions that I can answer? 15 trifolds. We're giving away 15 trifolds. Golf clap. Thank you, Ministry. Appreciate you, H-Town. Exuba, nice to see you, Exuba. I appreciate that, man. Thanks. Team DLZ, Jennifer Hill, that was a great video. I hate to leave 1,000 people here. There's 11 or 1,200 people. You guys make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We guys make sure everybody here is subscribed. Secret Asian Man. Secret Asian Man. Steve, thanks for your support. Rat rules. Luke, I am your father, Luke. Strongbow, some fucking dude who's in the chat. BL, got you, man. I'm glad you hit me up. I hadn't read your name. Russell Scarborough in the chat. Oh, no. Someone got kicked out. Oh, man. Not only did you get kicked out, you got banned from the channel, bro, and I'm not unblocking people anymore. I guess you should have been cool. Sorry it happened to you. Liberty motherfucking Lane in the chat. Big shout out. Sundays in the chat. Put it in the chat. OTVO. Team DLZ. Danelle Brown in the chat. Sally Stanley. Sally, I saw some of your comments. I just couldn't stop when you were leaving comments. Doug, are you subscribed? Is everybody here subscribed? Still over 1,000 people. Are you subscribed? Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Malik, thank you, my friend. I've heard that a couple times the last 10 seconds now. Okay. Nicole, got to see Complying Borg. Julio, thanks for the super chat, Julio Nunez. I appreciate that. Bass Fish, thanks for the support. Love you guys, man. What's the matter, you, Nicole? Good to see you. Liberty Lane, as always. Jeffrey, thanks for the jewels, man. Appreciate that. Justice for all. Hey, Justice, I love talking case law with you, man. It was a good time. As you guys know, I'm on this crazy nutritional kick right now. So once again, I did not fast today. Shoot, I fasted the last 2 days. Today I had a little bit. What I have today? I have a hard-boiled egg, I think. I'm on this crazy system right now. You can see it in my face. I'm starting to thin out. Chris Boudreau in the chat. Good to see you. Russell Scarborough, man. What's up? Leah Rose. Remember, I haven't shipped in 2 weeks. We were out of product. All shipment goes out tomorrow. Everybody gets shipped tomorrow, okay? So if you've been waiting 2 weeks, I sent out a mass email today. It's all going to go out tomorrow. For all you guys, all those 15 names, you can double check it, okay? Can you play this video? This is annoying. We're done, Zombie Slayer. We're done, buddy. That's it. I've been on 3.5 hours, dude. I don't know how much longer I can be here. I mean, but I appreciate you coming, man. Can you come back tomorrow, bro? Can you come back tomorrow? Are you subscribed? Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure everybody hits the subscribe button. Oh, you are? Eating a hard-boiled egg? All right, listen, I got to get the flock out of here. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I will see you guys on the next one. Mikey B.